If you pooped on my stream, I'd be very pissed because that's some bannable stuff. If you just out there pooping on camera. You could do that. You can poop in the hot tub. No one would notice. Hopefully no one will get it. Know what's going on. How what? What picture part? Oh, I'd have to mess with it myself to tell you for sure, but I'm not sure. I just know that's what I did when I used. There's some program I had that would let me like be a raccoon on camera for a while. Face Rig, that's the one. When I used Face Rig, I was able to use a virtual camera from that into OBS as a virtual camera with a green screen. Ming, you gotta talk to Terry if he's in here tonight. He's upset at you. Your dried apricots are hairy. Dried apricots are gross! That is Stubbs from our Saturday game. He's our barbarian. Alright. We are transitioning over in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to some Baldur's Gate Descent into Avernus Dungeons and Dragons goodness. I am Sigor Hellholm, your Dungeon Master of the evening, and here are our players as usual, minus one who has a handsome tiefling in his place as artwork because he's not feeling too well tonight. But regardless, we're still good to go. I tried to find a nice looking one for him. I thought that dude looked kind of cool. Yeah, actually, y'all probably can't see it right now, but everyone else can.
I can see him right there. He's right there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I have the stream pulled up.
Oh, okay. Well, yep. I didn't even think about that for some reason. That is one way to do that.
I gotta look this way though.
Down there.
Well, let me ask y'all this: does anyone feel like giving a recap of past events?
Not it.
I would probably be the worst one to do it because
I'll do it.
Yeah, cousin Robbie.
All right. So last time we had descended into the sewers, and we hadn't found anything to fight yet. So we were figuring that eventually we were going to come up on a bad time. We wandered into the next area where we saw what looked like a bunch of cultists, possibly the ones I'd seen while I was doing my recon, lying on the ground. And our sorcerer, being a smart guy, decides to poke one of them with their mage hand and some fire. And this sprung their trap early, and we defeated them handily. Then our paladin did some grave looting and got a nice hammer. We wandered around the corner where we found somebody being tortured. The group tried to do a little bit of sneaking. I snuck in and got set up. Then everybody else snuck into the room one by one, and we engaged and won the day. And then we fought an old hag lady who was really scary and probably could have killed us all if Jamie wasn't being really nice to us. We've defeated them. I believe most of the rest of the party is fairly injured from all of this. And we were considering a short rest when we left off.
Okay, that's pretty cut and dry. That's pretty much right where y'all left off. So before we jump in, also you get some inspiration for the night. So take advantage of that, literally, because it's inspiration. You get advantage. Get it? It's a joke. But make sure you use it tonight, otherwise it goes away. Okay?
I'm trying to add it to my sheet, but it doesn't seem to click.
You click a little inspiration, little sun doesn't appear?
Nope.
Well, mark it in your brain then. That's weird why that's not working. I wanted to ask each of you, this is something I did in my Shadows game a lot. Now that we've had a recap and everyone's a little refreshed where they're at, I want to dive into y'all's characters' heads for a moment and see what they're thinking or what's going on. And I want to start with Elgin. Given recent events, Elgin, what is he? How's he feel right now, or what's he thinking?
I would wager that Elgin is. He feels like they've accomplished or at least they are accomplishing the task that they set out for. Albeit, I think that he probably feels as though the enemies they have faced, while he probably initially walked in with some probably a lot more confidence. Initially, he's starting to take the threat. I would say he's probably beginning to take the threat a bit more seriously. That these people are well armed, organized, far more tricksy and dangerous than I think he even anticipated. And I think having some brushes with death have kind of I won't say necessarily humbled, but definitely made him think twice about his approach.
Okay, so he's a little more on edge given the circumstances and seeing how big a threat
that hag
this
lady
place
was
is.
wild, man. He wasn't ready for that.
Yeah,
he wasn't ready for that.
Neither was Stab, I believe, but we'll get into that in just a moment. Merrick, where's your head at?
Merrick's feeling pretty confident. He feels like he's holding up his end of the group, doing some damage and not, getting killed or anything like that. He's really, really hoping that his good luck will keep going.
Well, maybe it will, maybe it won't, right? Guess we can keep hoping.
Maybe.
What about you, Stab? Where's your head at?
Man, Stab wasn't paying. He was busy texting the entire time, and so he didn't really care.
Is
and
that
so
right?
now he kind of doesn't remember.
Well, just to remind Stab, he got knocked the living hell out by a mace with necrotic energy attached to it last time, but your friends have so kindly gotten him back up and ready to rumble.
All right, cool. Thanks, friends.
But okay, now that we know how everyone's feeling. Oh, and Hayes isn't here. I'm not going to speak for him, but we'll just say he's a little winded, but he's doing all right. Now that we got the recap out of the way, I think it's time to jump into the game. Because when you get healed, you don't get healed for full if someone gets you up. You get healed for whatever amount they give you.
So I got 5?
You have 5 HP right now.
Damn.
So let's transition our music here back into some sewers and give you guys a view of where we're at. The page is going to take a second to load. It is a fat MF, so it's going to be black for just a moment. But you may have to scroll down a bit to find yourself down and to the right. You guys are currently just standing in a room with a body partially mutilated on a table, a dead hag-looking woman on the floor, courtesy of you guys, and a few corpses laying about.
Whoa. Did you guys already loot these bodies?
I think I do remember. This is out of character. I do remember checking the. There was the body that's in the, like, off to the back of the room. I do remember checking them. I think I remember you saying it was just a regular body, like nothing special about it, like random dead motherfucker.
Pretty much.
Another one.
That one I didn't check. I didn't check that one.
Who's this lady right here? Did I look at her?
Ping on the map what you were talking about.
How do I ping?
Hold down
Hold
left
down
click.
the mouse one.
There you go. Did you guys see
that's
that?
what I was talking about. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's what I was talking about. Yeah.
My bad. I want to walk over and see this guy on the table.
The gentleman on the table looks like he was being poked and prodded and slightly severed. His arm is almost cut off. His body has multiple scratches and cuts all over it. And the corpse looks a little old as well, maybe a few days. But there doesn't seem to be any items or anything like that on him.
All right, I'm going to ask a lot of questions, guys. Might be annoying because I've been out for a session. Are we still in poo-poo water?
No, not at the moment. You're in a slightly raised area. On the map, the more grayish areas are just stone, but once you get into the deeper blue areas, those are the pools of muck and water.
Oh, well, it sucks to be... Wait, so there's blue on the map right now?
No.
It's about where that ping is, if you can see that.
Oh, I totally can't see it.
I'll ping a little closer in.
So that's blue?
Out that way is.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm colorblind. Well, no, it's just because I can't see it, probably. It's dark.
It is very dark, but you have a torch out currently. Still.
I do. Yeah. Did you guys know I have a bow?
You have a short bow.
I found out watching you. Okay, never mind.
We had that discussion last time, actually.
We were very impressed. We were like, oh wow.
That's right.
None of us knew. It was
Yeah,
a
I was-
secret.
Pulled that out from where, man? All right. So, I'll walk over here. And there's nothing special about her body?
Just a corpse laying on the ground.
What do you guys think we should do? Should we press onward?
You look like we just pulled you out of the sewers. We probably should sit around for a few minutes.
Oh, am I smelly? Oh, yeah, you're right.
Well, yeah, I think we did. Oh, correct me if I'm wrong. Did we not, before we ended the session last time, did we not take a rest?
We were talking about it. I don't know if we actually went through.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe you guys were talking about taking a short rest. I don't know if it actually went through
I
or not.
reset. Okay, I just kind of assumed we were, and I just reset my stuff as if we were taking a rest, so...
Okay, well, do y'all want to take a short rest? We can go ahead and follow through that.
Right?
Yeah, that'll give you your hit die.
Yeah, that'll give us our hit die back.
Mm.
Or you roll your hit die. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Stab, you will get to roll a dice based on how much health you get when you level up. I think yours is a D8, and you get that much HP back. And you can do it twice.
All right, we short resting?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Rolling. Rolling.
Oh, that's a good roll.
Ooh.
Two really good rolls. Yeah, you're fully healed.
Ooh.
So you guys kind of, there are corpses all around you, but you decide this is as safe a place as any to kind of just sit back and just regain your bearings for a bit. Merrick, were you resting as well, or were you kind of standing out and guarding?
Standing guard.
Oh,
Okay.
shit, Jamie. Sorry, Jamie, new question. Do I just edit my hit points to myself?
On your
With the
character
roll?
sheet, in between heal and damage, just type in whatever the number is, then click heal.
Do I type 10 or 8 or both?
Both. So 18.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, thank you.
You guys relax for about 30 minutes uninterrupted. So you're able to spend your hit die and any other features or traits you get from taking a short rest. But 30 minutes pass.
And just as a reminder, I'll lose that 10 HP, right?
That's on a long rest.
Oh, nice. Why can't I interact with that corner?
Do we take our... Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I wasn't saying anything. I was just coughing.
Oh, my bad, dude. Did we take our short rest already? Are we good to go?
We should be. I did everything I need to do. You're healed up, right?
I'm
Okay.
feeling great. Feeling great.
I believe
I
I'm
was
good to
gonna
go.
say,
Oh, hey, Hayes.
Haze. I was gonna because I think we came from this direction. I'm correct.
Oh, shit, did we? Okay, good.
This is the direction we came from, right? I wanted to head over here and check that out.
Okay, head
If
on
that's
over.
I'm square by square in it.
You barely
Now right here, there is this right here a door?
It is.
I want to put my ear up to it.
Okay.
And just kind of see if I can hear anything. I want to, I guess, see if I can hear anything on the side. I guess I just roll perception.
Yeah, give me a perception check.
All right, let's see if we can make this happen. Ew, maybe not.
You put your ear to the door and listen as best you can, just for anything on the other side, but the stone might be a bit too thick. You just can't tell if anything's there or not, or if anything's going on.
I'm gonna kind of look behind me towards the rest of the group to say, you think we should check this door?
Hold on a sec. Can I inspect the door? Does it have a keyhole or anything?
You're looking for a keyhole? Just
Yeah.
looking at the door, it is a slightly rotted wooden door, banded with some older iron, slightly rusted, and it has a handle on it, but there seems to be no keyhole.
Nothing's going to come around the corner while we're playing with this door, right? Elgin?
Well, if it does, I'll hold it back.
Let me check it out first. I got these quiet hands. I want to try to open it super, softly and try to peek with my rogue powers.
Make a stealth check for me.
Ooh, how do I do that?
On your character sheet, it is in the dead middle towards the bottom. You'll see something that says Dex, Stealth, and +7. You just click the +7 or the 2 when you highlight it.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
That's a powerful stealth.
Shit, where is it? Oh, I see it. Did I do it? Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Lord.
So you're doing your best to be quiet, and you start creaking open that door. How far open are you opening it?
Enough to peek my little eyeball through.
Enough to peek your... Okay, so you want to see a corner of the room? You want to try to see the whole room?
I want to see the corner and try to listen.
Okay. See if I can do this. You start opening the door as best you can, just to see what's going on slowly and steadily. You don't hear anything out of the ordinary still. As you open it further, you see it opens up into a slightly wider room, and there looks to be a rat, kind of just standing up on its hind legs, looking off to the side.
I'm going to turn to Muscles and be like, there's a rat standing on 2 legs right there. But I'm going to whisper.
Like a regular rat or a human-sized rat?
I think it's going to try to kick us out.
It looks like a small, regular rat.
Oh, it's a regular rat? Oh.
I'm gonna Elgin's confused by what's going on. He's actually just just because of the nature of what's going on here. He's actually gonna kind of scoot over in front. The door's open, right?
Stab is
Yeah.
holding it halfway open right now, peeking
Ooh.
in.
Just put your head
Okay.
above mine.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of scoot him over a little bit while he's holding the door, just kind of
Oh.
You
But there's
kinda
like
peek
enough
his
room
head
for
in?
both. There's enough room for both. I'll just get from the bottom and you just like look over my head because you're like taller.
yeah. I'm just gonna kind of like
Just-
what is it I see? What was it? I know what he saw, but I guess now I'm wanting to see what Pooh was saying in character.
It looks like when you kind of peek your head around with Pooh, there seems to be, and now it's scurrying around. It's a rat just kind of sniffing the ground, walking around.
I'm just gonna kind of like eyeball down towards Pooh, just be like, it's just a rat.
I would say, hey, check this out. Check this out. I'm gonna get my bow out. I'm gonna try to shoot it.
Gonna try to shoot the rat? Okay.
Yeah, I want to shoot it.
You'll have to open the door up all the way to give that a shot.
I'm gonna super try to quietly open it because I'm really want to impress the team because I was texting the entire time.
Okay. You open the door quietly as best you can, and have a much clearer view of a rat kind of just hanging out in there. Go ahead and make an attack roll with your bow. All right, let me check some rat AC real quick. Hold on. You cock your short bow and let your arrow fly directly through this thing and pit it to the ground. It squeals just briefly until it stops moving.
I'm gonna turn back to Muscles and the crew and be like, "You see that shit?
Not bad
Wow.
shot.
Yeah."
Slayer of rats. We'll call you Pooh Ratbane.
Nice. I'm gonna walk over slowly. I was like, and I'm just gonna try to like inspect it, but slowly go. What is it? Do I step on it? What do I do, Jamie?
That is what
to look at the rat?
you could just go onto its same square if you want to, and just kind of squat down and look at it. And, examining this rat, its fur is a little matted gray. It's a little bit larger than a normal rat, but other than that, has rat teeth, whiskers, typical tail, and a huge, compared to its body size, a huge arrow just right through it.
Oh, can I pick my arrow back up and reuse it?
You can.
All right, I'm gonna do that. Be like, I thought something cool was happening. It's got its own token. That's crazy.
Let's say that out of character.
Well,
I'll say that as stab. Oh, whatever.
I've walked my way into the room, and of course, witnessing Stab Ratbane's conquest of the rat menace. I'm gonna actually I want to see if I can figure out what's going on down this hallway. Kind of narrows out, way on, I guess, further on down. I kind of want to check it out.
Sure.
Just to see if there's anything else going on here.
Looking down that hallway, there's no light whatsoever besides what you can see with your dark vision. The only light around you right now is currently Stab's. What's up, Stab?
Okay.
I'm gonna have to take the rat with me.
You can take the rat body?
Yeah, I have to take it with me.
Okay, keep it in your head for now, but I will add one rat corpse to your inventory later.
Okay. We might need it.
You technically eat it, I guess.
With our dark vision as elves, can we not see the end of this hallway?
You should be able to. Do you not?
It looks like I can only see about 10 hexes out. I'm not sure how far that is.
You should be able to
I've
see
got
it right
1, 2,
there.
3, 4, 5. This is where my vision ends, right in
Mine
there.
too.
Because it's
Okay.
supposed to be 30 feet, I think, right? Is that correct?
60 feet.
It's 60 feet. Oh my. That
I'm
is
full
something.
up. I don't know if that's.
I got 60 feet as well.
I can fix that right now. I thought it was 30 feet.
Nah, I got well, I'm going by D&D Beyond. I don't know, like by my estimation, it used to be half elves didn't get the full dark vision the way that other elves do, but yeah, it's telling me 60.
Yeah, we'll roll with it. You got suddenly your eyes can just heal up a bit from previous battles, and you can see further now.
Whoa, crazy.
Praise Helm.
Ah.
Okay. I'm just gonna keep going down until like yeah.
Sure.
I'm like, we're like looking at the walls like super suspicious, Jamie. Like you be like telling us, you know what I mean, if something stood out.
Only if you ask to check for something. Otherwise, you may walk right into a trap.
I am super cautious with every step.
Okay, go ahead and make a
I
perception
do have a
check for me. What's up?
Oh yeah, no, I was gonna say the like where as we're walking down, yeah, I've gone down these steps. Like, is the actual wall like is the walls itself, are they actually like tightening in?
They
like
are.
where like it's
This
okay.
passageway feels a little more claustrophobic as it's no longer 5 feet wide. It's just a bit smaller. So you got to kind of squeeze through this spot.
No, I accidentally clicked it twice.
And you rolled deception. You're not trying to lie to the walls, right?
Oh shit! What am I supposed to do?
Perception.
He's lying
Oops.
to them.
Like, look here, wall. You ain't no wall. There we go.
Okay, a 4. You kind of glance at the walls in the floor every now and then, thinking there may, if there's some traps here, you're gonna find them. But you don't see any weird slits or weird panels on the floor or nothing of the sort. Everything looks fine.
These walls are pretty cool, guys.
I will say, even with a 4, though, there is something that's, if you're just looking at the ground, it's a little obvious. This path you're walking on right now is very, very dusty.
Oh shit! Doesn't look like anyone's been here before.
Not in quite some time.
Mm.
With
What do you think, Hayes?
Well, it looks like it's the path less traveled. Maybe we'll find some riches at the end, or maybe something we should avoid. Who knows? Only one way to find out.
Maybe we'll
I
find
like
the Rat
you.
Queen.
The Rat Queen can
I'll
join
take her
Stab's
part
other rat.
Merrick,
Yay.
do you think we
Let's
should
collect
push
that.
forward?
We're not gonna learn anything just standing here at the edge of the water. You want me to lead for a minute?
I'm just gonna kind of scoot over the side. I'm just gonna kind of like gesture. By all means.
I would like to attempt to stealthily move down this path.
Okay, go ahead and make a stealth check for me. Let's see your level of sneakiness. Okay, not bad, not bad. You feel a 15 dice roll of sneakiness. So you start, you guys are in the muck water now again, so you hop down that water and just carefully start wading through it. This water's extra dank.
Oh.
The water you were in before smelled pretty bad. This smells like almost like death. But you
How high
wade.
up does it come?
It's about 2 feet.
Okay, that's not bad.
Oh.
Is the water like super like, what's it look like? What's in it? Just like a bunch of corpse sludge or some shit?
With your torch lit, you can't tell the exact color of it, but just based off the reflection of the water, it almost looks black.
Oh.
Does it smell like anything in particular, like tar or oil or anything?
No, not particularly. It smells like hard sewage.
Okay. And this door, how's it look like it's secured?
Very rotten. Very old, rotten, still a wooden door with a few rusted bands on it and a handle.
I'm gonna be like, this is probably why no one comes through here. This place is dank.
I'd
You
like to
might be
try
right.
my hands at picking the lock.
Picking the lock? Okay.
If there is a lock.
Just kind of examining the handle, you don't see any keyholes above or around it.
Ah.
So I can just like pull this maybe, or is this a push?
You could try. You want to try to pull?
I will try to pull.
Okay. You grab the handle and pull towards you, but it seems like it's not moving at all or stuck.
And if I lean against it,
The
And
door
push.
slowly starts to open up, revealing another room. Just glancing into this room, you can see some rotten wooden pillars a little bit in, extending from the mucky water all the way to the ceiling.
I will continue to stealthily move forward.
I got his back. Just exploring. I'm gonna go back here and be like, "You guys coming?"
Yes, just getting hyped up for the shit water again.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna kind of.
Get hyped for the shit water.
I'm gonna put my hand on Hayes' shoulders, kind of pat him on the back a little bit, and start squeezing my way through.
Ugh.
I check these columns to make sure they're not going to like collapse on us.
Oh, this is interesting.
Sure, you can make a. Hold on, let me see what we're working with here. Make an investigation check.
So many different types of checks. Damn.
There are a lot. Okay, let's see what you see with a. Is that a 14 you got?
That's a 14.
Okay. These beams look like they're really old, and they don't look too sturdy. It looks like maybe honestly, it looks like if someone whacked it a couple times, it may shatter one of the pillars. And kind of just looking up at what it's supporting, this place wasn't really designed very well, it seems, as this pillar seems to have a lot of stress on it.
The ceiling, is it stone or is it more wood?
Looks like stone.
I wouldn't be too hasty to go back there, Stab. One good hit might bring this whole place down right here.
Okay.
I mean, is there anything going back the like? Do we notice if like if there's anything of note in like other than the columns themselves? There's like nothing that like sticks out to us as even being like worth any trouble in here, I'd imagine.
Not that you can see currently.
Okay, because I mean we're literally standing in 2 feet of death water. I couldn't imagine, but I'm gonna follow Merrick's lead.
How do I look? What do I have again?
In your
Oh,
inventory?
I found it. Never mind.
Okay.
Yeah, I found equipment.
There's another tomb, Elgin.
Huh.
Entering
Maybe
this
we should
room,
open it.
Let me tell you what you see here. So, more murky, foul-smelling water surrounds what looks to be an open sarcophagus resting in the middle of this crypt. Its stone lid lies halfway jutting out of the water in 3 pieces north of it.
Is it touching the water? Is there the corpse in?
The sarcophagus itself isn't fully submerged. It's almost submerged, but the lid is broken and mostly submerged. Since y'all are close enough, I'll just say what you can see inside. So looking inside this sarcophagus, it looks to be a rotted bones, like not just your regular rotted bones. Like they've almost turned to black sludge. They've been sitting here so long. It's almost impossible to tell if they were even bones at one point.
Right. Gross. I didn't know bones did that.
Everything has to return to the balance, Stab.
I want to poke it with my finger.
Okay, are you wearing what kind of gloves are you wearing, Stab?
I'm gonna take my glove off and poke it with my hand.
Okay, you guys see Stab take his glove off, like he has to know how it physically feels to touch bone sludge, and he pokes those what could only be called remains, and the moment he does, a light blue aura starts lifting out of the sarcophagus, and above it slowly starts forming what looks to be a battle axe that immediately turns towards you, Stab, and looks like it's cocking back to swing.
Oh shit! I'm gonna like dodge roll as soon as that
I
shit
need
comes.
everyone to go ahead and roll me some initiative.
Sorry guys, I couldn't resist it.
Well, it's nice knowing you guys.
Fuck, I didn't know. I didn't know it was like fucking axe sludge bone. Wait, how do I do this, Jamie?
Click your character and then go to your character sheet. Right next to your armor, there's something called initiative. I just need you to roll that.
I got it. 18.17. Oh, it's a float. Ooh.
Okay, I think that is... Yep, that's all, y'all. So we're going to transition into combat. Merrick, what looks to be a ghostly spiritual battle axe is just formed with the intention of decapitating Stab.
Stab.
What would you like to do?
I'm going to assume that we've been walking around in somewhat of a combat stance. So I'm going to go ahead and try to shoot that with my longbow.
Okay, you take your longbow and aim directly at this, and your arrow flies right into it and through it and just hits the wall. The axe isn't phased at all.
Wait, it goes right through it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it went right through it. Guys, we should run, and I'm going to move 5, 10. You say this is fun terrain?
It is difficult terrain because you're in the sludgy water, yes.
Let's double check something real quick. I can move 15, 5, 10, and then I will move to here. And I assume it probably got an attack of opportunity on me as I ran by it.
It does not, actually. Was that the end of your turn?
Yep, I'm running.
Okay. Stab. This thing is about to swing at you, it looks like. What would you like to do?
What's the corpse? Is the corpse all mushy and gushy?
Still all mushy and gushy, just in the sarcophagus.
Does it look like if I could grab it, it'd be light?
It does not look grabbable at all unless you were able to get some jars and start scooping.
Oh, it's all liquid shit?
Mostly.
Hmm.
Slime. Ugh.
What's it look like? So, hold on a second. I'm gonna be... So, it's just like fucking old corpse stew in a fucking nice sarcophagus?
I wouldn't even call sarcophagus nice, but yes.
So, the sarcophagus is nice.
I would not call it nice.
I'm gonna start smiling and be like, must be protecting something good.
Okay, so what would you like to do with the axe aimed at you currently? Or would you like to do nothing to it?
I'm gonna fucking... I'm just gonna like stare at it because I want to like dodge last minute and to get away.
Okay, there's
So I'm
something.
going to-
There's an action you can take called the dodge action. Then, which whenever an enemy attacks you, it'll automatically have disadvantage because you're trying to evade it. Would you like to do that?
Yeah, I want to see what happens.
Sure. In that case, that will bring us to the floating axe's turn, which will proceed with its attack, which I have to type out here.
I got the bad touch.
Which will definitely hit you, Stab, as it swings through you. You don't feel yourself being cut, and no blood comes out of you as it slices through you, but something inside you, something almost vital to you, feels directly cut. Almost
Did
like
that shit just do 23 damage?
No, not yet. Almost like
Not
your
yet.
soul is
Not
being
yet.
attacked. Let me tell you how much damage it does. There it is. I gotta type that out too.
Jamie, don't fucking kill me.
Hey, I'm not doing anything right now. Okay, there's an axe doing something to you. As you take
I was
three,
playing your game.
you take
Oh,
3
okay.
damage.
Hold on a second. Shit.
The same way you healed earlier. Type in 3 and just click damage instead.
Okay.
That
I yell
whole
at the-
section isn't working for me on roll
Yeah.
20.
Is it not? It worked for Stab.
Yeah. Can I yell it to the guys? Be like, that shit hurt, but it didn't like cut me physically.
Huh?
Speaking of which, Elgin, you're up. What would you like to do?
Well, I'm gonna smack it.
Okay.
I'm going to let's see here. Where's my? There we go. There we go. I'm gonna smack it with my newly found weapon that I took from the other sarcophagus that we found the previous game. And,
Okay,
hope to God.
I think it's called is
Yes.
it Heaven's Dawn or Heaven's Bane or something?
Heaven's Fall
Heaven's
or
Fall.
something along those lines. Yes.
All right,
And I'm gonna smack the bejesus out of this thing, whatever it is. I'm gonna try and see if I can make some kind of contact.
you take your mace and cock it back and swing and connect right into this thing and right through it. It seems like your attack didn't phase it whatsoever.
Yeah, okay, cool. Running.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Where you guys running?
Let's see here. Well, because whatever this is, if my attack, this is out of character. Whatever the thing is, my attack went through it, and this weapon is,
Magical.
by all accounts, magic for the purposes of hitting things. Yeah, we can't do anything to this thing. So yeah, I'm getting the fuck on down.
Is this like our first time fighting something intangible?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I thought you guys.
No.
Okay.
Everything we fought up to this point has been a flesh and blood, solid entity that takes normal damage, and
Or at the
is,
very most, half damage.
At the very most. So yeah, I want to use the rest of my turn to get on down.
Okay.
I'm gonna step here and question.
Hmm?
Can I push?
You can push as an action, but if you're trying to move past Merrick, because I think you weigh so much and it's difficult terrain, you have like 10 feet you can move. You could
Okay.
move diagonally into Merrick and then through Merrick and end your turn right there. Because
Here's
allies
what I'm
can
gonna do.
move through allies, they just can't end on ally spaces.
There you go. That's what I'm doing.
Okay, that works. So, Merrick, as you start to escape, you see Elgin just stomping up some water around you and getting in front of you, deciding also to retreat from this thing. Which I will say to all of you, as adventurers, you would know this. Typically, when it comes to either spirits or things without physical bodies, magic normally does work on it. So, Elgin, you should be extra surprised that your magic mace didn't really do anything to it whatsoever.
Right? Yeah. No.
Shit,
That.
made
Yeah.
from magic.
Yeah. That response was literally for that reason. This, I basically I'm giving you the equivalent of the Gandalf. This foe is beyond all of you.
Ooh.
And get the
That'll-
fuck on down.
That'll bring us to Hayes' turn, who will step around the corner and just looking down, see you lot kind of running towards him and just say, well, I suppose we found something we don't want to deal with, so... And he immediately turns back around and starts sloshing through the water as well. Merrick.
I'm going to try something else. I'm going to try to use produce flame, but not at the axe. I'm going to fire it at the sarcophagus as I run.
Okay. That's just some damage you roll. Is it like a dex save or something?
Why did it not do the whole thing? We'll just go ahead and display it there. There we go.
Let's see. Flickering flame goes from your hand. You can also attack with the flame, although it ends a spell. Oh, it's a ranged spell attack, so you'd have to roll a d20 and add whatever your spellcasting modifier is for the attack. Okay, that'd be a crit. So, You turn around and line up this flame perfectly at the sarcophagus and just try to ignite it, where it flickers for just a moment on the inside and then goes out. There seems to be no change whatsoever with the floating axe.
I would like to attempt to shove past Elgin and get further down this pathway.
Sure, you got 15 movement, right?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Okay, yeah, you can go right past him.
Hurry up, stab!
That'll bring us to stab.
Don't I have like a dash or something?
You do.
What does that do again, Jamie?
So if you use the dash action, it doubles your movement speed. But in your case, you can use your cunning action to dash, and then you yourself dash. So theoretically, if you were not bound by weight whatsoever, I think in one turn you could go 90 feet. I might be wrong on that. I'll have to look into that. Right now, you're in difficult terrain, so if you dashed and use your cunning action, you could go about 45 feet.
Is each square 5 feet or something?
Yes.
Oh. Do I take opportunity attack still?
You didn't see it slice at Merrick when he ran by.
Oh. Let's see. What do I have here? What if I got something out of my bag? How, like, would that move use like an action point?
That depends on what you're trying to grab.
An oil flask.
I'd say as a rogue, you'd probably be readily available to grab various flasks and gadgets. So you want to grab an oil flask?
Yeah. I'm gonna grab an oil flask.
Okay.
What's it made out of? What's it made out of, first of all? Is it glass?
The oil flask?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a glass vial.
All right. I want to throw it in the sarcophagus and get it splattered with oil.
Okay. You take this vial and just lob it right into the sarcophagus, which it mixes with the black ooze and slime that's already in there, but so it's even hard to tell it's there, but your oil is floating inside it.
And then I'm gonna dash.
Okay.
How far can I go?
You can go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You could make it to there unless you use your cunning action, then you could make it to there.
Does a cunning action, can I use it to prevent against like opportunity attacks?
Yeah, you can use your cunning action to disengage.
All right, well, I'll do that. Have that ready for disengagement and just go 35 feet. And seeing big old muscles run is gonna like, oh shit, even muscles is running? Fuck out of here. All right? And so that gets me over here, right?
Yeah, you get in right there.
Ooh, I'm gonna do a really sweet front flip over muscles right here. And then he's gonna like see me land in front of him. It's gonna be impressive.
You know what? Make a...
No, don't make me roll for that shit. You didn't roll for that shit.
Make an acrobatics check for me, Stab.
Fuck.
This is gonna be interesting.
It's gonna be great.
Elgin, as you're sloshing through that water, you hear a huge splash behind you. Just pause for just a moment, and Stab just lands right in front of you while still rushing forward.
I'm gonna turn back and be like this as I'm running for my life.
All right,
I'm just gonna sit there and kind of be like,
style points.
like,
That's gonna bring us to the axe, which is gonna slowly turn and start floating down the hallway. And as it reaches you, Elgin, it cocks backwards, as if it's about to swing again. And then it fades away back into this light blue mist and vanishes, which will take us out of combat.
Well, that was
Okay.
fucking weird.
so like as I stop, I'm gonna stop like because I'm no longer running now. I see this thing fade away. I'm just gonna kind of look. I'm gonna actually, because I want to defer to those more versed in the mystic arts than myself. I'm gonna kind of motion back towards the room and call to Merrick and Hayes both, and I'm gonna say, "Hey, guys, it's gone."
I'll spin, hand ready to do the cantrip again, and when I don't see it, I'm gonna keep like looking around, ready to fire, produce flame, and whenever it reappears, because I'm assuming it's just like going to come out of a wall and get us.
Could you think you could try the fire thing again? I threw some oil in there. Might do something.
Ooh. I will shove my way past the you two guys then, and line up a shot for produce flame.
Okay, go ahead and make your attack roll again. It'll be pretty easy to hit this thing. A 5 is actually what you needed. So, you, even though you got a crit fail, hold your hand out again and lob this fire into the sarcophagus, which immediately ignites and stays ignited due to the oil inside of it. The moment the fire hits this sarcophagus, a light blue mist slowly starts rising out of it as an axe appears above it.
Not a great plan. And, I will proceed to use any movement I have to keep running.
Okay, you can go ahead and move away if you want. The axe immediately starts floating towards you, Merrick, but you can go ahead and move like 15 feet if you want to.
With these two guys in front of me, I figure I'll probably only get about 10.
I'm gonna move out the way. I'll move out the way as soon as I see him running.
The axe, again, Elgin, seems to be charging right at you, cocks to swing in this position, and again fades away.
Well, shit, no, fuck, wrong class. I'm thinking about the wrong. Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna ask the dumb thing I was about to ask. But I am gonna use something.
Is it still lit on fire?
It is
That
still
is a
burning
great
currently.
It's still burning.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna kind of defer to Merrick here.
My weight's 69. Sorry.
That's twice now. It's gotten as close as where I am, and then
Is it
it's
a
dissipated.
Range thing, or does it not see you as an attacker because you didn't touch the sarcophagus?
I don't know, but it's been 2 times in a row that it could have hit me, but didn't. And it's always stopped right here, just in front of me. It's almost as if it can't go past a certain point.
Well,
We can try walking past without touching it.
I didn't see very much else down there to look at, unless y'all felt something in the water.
There's a hallway to the right. I didn't
Yeah.
get to see down there.
It's just sort of cubby hole.
Oh, is it?
Gentlemen,
I feel
I
like
don't know if it's worth the trouble.
if there was something there that heavily guarded, it would be worth the trouble.
It's probably ghosts.
Hayes makes a very good point.
Maybe we're not looking at this the right way. Maybe somebody else has disturbed this and we need to fix it.
That's not a bad way to think about it.
The chunks of the top of the sarcophagus, what happens if we put them back?
He's already burning.
It is currently still a little on fire in the other room. With a
Can we take some of the dank water, the dead water, and just kind of splish splash it on the?
It's oil, man. Oil won't be put out by water.
you could
then
try. I'll always let you try.
I tried. I just tried. It didn't work.
Did we provoke an attack when we splashed water into the sarcophagus?
You guys aren't close enough to splash water in the sarcophagus.
Here, I'm gonna walk up and do it.
Okay, you're just gonna start getting some water and splashing it in there.
Yeah, just see what happens.
Okay, you cup this gross water into your hands and just start flailing it into the sarcophagus. And the moment the first bit of water makes contact, you could see a light blue mist start to swirl above it, Elgin. If you want to react in any way whatsoever.
You know what? Wait a minute. I've been thinking about this all wrong. Okay, so this, whatever it is, whatever this blue spectral, whatever the fuck, would I be able to? No, I don't think I have anything that actually would affect it in the first place. Okay, no, I want to.
If you want to try to learn more about it, you could try an Arcana check, but the axe will have formed in your face by the time you finish it.
Is the axe still there?
True.
Not at the moment, no. But it's in the middle of forming in his face.
Oh, can I yell out to him?
Yeah, if you
Be
want.
like, come back, I got an idea.
You got an idea?
Yeah.
Well, it just so happens I am about to test something, so
Oh, go for it. Go for it.
I'm gonna backpedal back to here and see what happens.
Okay. The axe again appears above the sarcophagus and moves towards you, Elgin. I won't put us in official combat yet. I'll just say you're higher in the initiative than it is currently.
Hmm.
So treat it like a regular turn. What would you like to do?
Oh man.
Right now, Elgin's the only one in initiative, so everyone else, you're okay at the moment.
Here's what I'm gonna do. God, I feel like I'm about to do something really fucking stupid. Okay, so I'm gonna put I'm gonna, like, just to I want to try and have an unthreatening stance.
Okay.
So, like, I'm just gonna kind of like put my hands out, like I'm not trying to attack, and I'm gonna try and, I guess, fuck, it's so fucking stupid. I'm gonna try, maybe see if I can communicate with it. I don't know. What could possibly go wrong here? Everything.
Wait, can I do something too?
No, not currently. It's an
Okay.
initiative at the moment. But if you're looking to get involved, then yeah,
I'm
I'll say
looking
you could be third on initiative at this point.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna say I apologize if we have desecrated your remains in any way, or if anyone else has before us. Maybe, just maybe, we can get your revenge for you. You seem stuck in this place. Maybe we can free you.
Make a persuasion check for me.
Go persuade an axe. Axe body
man.
spray.
All right, let me see what I got here. All right. Shit.
Oh,
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. So you speak these words, Elgin. You're trying to communicate with the spirit or something. Just trying to tell this thing that you mean it no harm and might even be able to help it. There's another check I want you to make. I want you to make a religion check.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Okay. All right. This is
Lord help me.
this is the one's gonna separate the men from the boys.
Mm. Little boy gonna come save you.
Doesn't have a little bit of religion.
Oh God.
Okay, so you try to communicate with this spirit, You're uncertain, however, if you're even talking to a spirit right now. You can't tell if there's even something here that's listening to you, but the axe will react. Were you doing anything else on your turn? You still have movement, technically.
No. I was literally I was trying to make myself completely unthreatening.
Okay. The axe will float up to you, cock back, and try to swing through you again.
Oh shit!
When can I move, Jamie?
After the
After
axe,
you. Okay.
which I think
That
hits
hits.
you.
That hits me.
Your words, it seems, may have it should have. It felt like to you they should have reached it, but the axe, regardless, strikes through you and doesn't cut you directly, but you can feel what feels like your soul damaged a bit as you take 8 damage.
All right.
Stab. Now you can go.
All right. Did it look like it hurt? Or did he look like he chopped it up?
Elgin had his arms out trying to talk to it, and this bitch-ass axe just came and cut him regardless. So Elgin kind of, flinched and looked down.
Yeah.
Definitely looked like he was in pain.
Since I definitely felt the pain before, I'm going to use like dash again and like try to come like all the way over here. Can I do that? Like I like fucking launch off of this dude's like Merrick's shoulders and like do a really cool fucking butterfly kick all the way over here.
Do you actually want to try to bounce off Merrick's shoulders?
No, I want to do whatever gets me there, Jamie. Don't make me fucking roll. Come on now.
Okay,
do you want me to be cool? Do you want me to be cool, or do you want me to fucking? Do you want me to be entertaining, or do you want me to like fucking just walk there so I could do it?
Being cool sometimes can come with a price, but I'll say you make it over there via just quick dashing and sidestepping, but no flipping off people's shoulders.
I want to do a wall jump at least.
Okay, well, I'll say you get that far. It's so slippery, but you get that far. And since you're rushing in there like that, and we're all around the axe, I'm going to go ahead and put us in some actual combat now.
Want to maintain the same initiative as before?
Yeah. And Merrick, are you trying to get involved now, or are you staying out?
I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. I'm not combat, I guess, but I would like to act at some point during this round.
Okay.
Oh, wait, does my turn end?
No, not yet. After Stab goes, you're up, and then after you, it's Hayes. So we'll have true initiative now. Go ahead, Stab.
Works.
All right, I'm going to stick my fucking hand inside its goofiness and like try to make it target me while staring at it and walk this way away from muscles.
Okay. So
I want to see if the target changes.
You reach your hand inside this tomb and start moving around, and immediately the axe does a 180 and shifts towards you.
All right, and I'm gonna yell, "Get back!" or something like that, because I'm fast.
Okay. Merrick, oh, sorry, you doing something else?
Oh, me? I'm just gonna try to yell at everyone, "Get back!" That's it.
All
and
right.
I'm gonna eat an apricot.
Merrick, what are you doing?
I want to try to think of a way to appease a ghost.
Okay. In that case, start off with an Arcana check for me. Okay. Just thinking of ways to appease a ghost. Seances sometimes work. If you have a unique object, maybe that could remind the ghost that comes to your mind. You've heard of various ways that you could maybe appease something like that.
And thinking I'm not going to be very much use in there, I'm going to proceed down the hallway just in case the guys need some room to work.
Okay. That'll bring us to Hayes, who is going to step up behind you, Elgin, and say, "Oh, so that's what you've all been dealing with." And he's going to make an Arcana check as well. He points towards the axe and then looks slightly past you, Elgin, at the sarcophagus, and shouts out, "This is rune magic! You're not dealing with a spirit, you're dealing with a spiritual weapon!" And he starts stepping back as he shouts, "I say we leave it be! I don't think we should mess with it!" Which will take us back to the top. Elgin.
Well, taking Hayes' advice, I'm gonna bolt out and go and burst past him back towards Merrick.
Okay. That will take us to the axe, which, Stab, it's currently focused on you as it hovers over the sarcophagus and tries to swing down at you. Which I think will miss. What's your armor?
13.
Okay. As this axe swings down at you again, you're barely able to kind of side dodge it as you see this ghostly visage just slice right in front of you, but barely miss you. And that will bring us to you.
I'm gonna dash. I'm gonna do like a cool, like, you know how movie stars slide over like a car hood? You know what I'm talking about?
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna do the car hood thing on the fucking coffin, like that, Jamie. You see that? Just like that.
So you
and then
slide
I'm gonna fucking run over here.
across the sarcophagus and dart out of the room.
Yeah.
Okay. That would bring us to, I think it was you, Merrick. You're up now.
Just because I got nothing better to do, it's probably a little hard to shoot past 3 people, right?
Very.
Then I will not attempt to cantrip into the room with produce flame, and I will continue moving this way.
Okay. That'll bring us to Hayes, who will say, I'm not sure what you found in there, but I know rune magic can be attached to objects for a long time. Sometimes it's the dead, they're not even here. It's just a ward protecting nothing. That might be what we found here. As he steps around you, Elgin.
Alright.
Which will bring us to Elgin.
Alright, I'm gonna keep looking on down through the poo water, the dead water, whatever it is. And I think that's as far as I can go in this terrain.
Okay. That'll actually bring us to the axe, which starts to rush floating towards you, Stab. The moment it reaches this position, it dissipates again, which can remove us out of combat. Now,
I'll walk over here.
we made a good stride to deal with that, so I don't want to leave y'all hanging. Y'all gonna gain inspiration for trying your best to soothe whatever that was, all right?
Do we get double inspiration?
No double inspiration. You just get one. You just get one for trying to be heroes.
Well, I already have inspiration.
Then you
I don't want to.
still have it.
You're just even more inspired.
I feel
Was
like
this
it
the only way to go?
No.
No, we could have gone another way too.
Okay. That's probably why I was like trying extra hard to fucking think of a way. I'm gonna lay up. No wonder this room sucks. No wonder no one else has been here. Fucking poo water ass, rusted ass doors. I'm just like talking shit as I'm walking towards like where we came from. They can all hear me talk shit, and it's really funny, so they all giggle as I walk past them.
All right, Stab, I'm gonna assume you've had your torch out still this entire time, right? Stab?
Who? Oh, me? So yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, I did.
So just keep in mind your left arm is always carrying a torch at the moment. So if you attack, you would have to drop that torch or set it somewhere. If you use your offhand. You want to use your offhand.
I don't think I ever made an attack.
This is true.
I was just dodging. Yeah. Oh shit! Who's that? That's a rat.
Well, technically, it's not there because you took it. It's in your bag right now.
I'm gonna go back, guys. Do you think we could have used this? And I take the rat out and show him.
Put that damn thing. Why are you carrying a rat?
I thought it would help us.
It's unless we're starving to death, it's not going to help us.
Oh. And then I've like gripped it too hard and it kind of slips out of my fucking hands like soap. And then it like lands in the sludge water.
God,
I can't fucking get it back.
Stab, that is just gross. And Hayes walks past you.
Sorry for thinking of you. I'm just gonna follow him.
Jamie.
Hmm?
Real quick before we leave this area, is there any sign of where all the water that's down here came from?
Make a Yeah, make a perception check. This one won't be too hard. Okay, yeah, we're flying colors. So, looking at all this water, you kind of look in the cracks on the walls and whatnot, and it's very, very faint. But here and there, you can see just a super thin, small line of water coming out of the walls.
Interesting.
Oh shit! Did I leave behind everyone?
I actually am. You're actually behind Hayes and myself.
Yeah, you just
Oh,
went
yeah,
back to
okay.
Mare.
I'm the last man.
My bad.
I'm wondering if maybe blowing these columns would give us an easy way out later. I'm going to file that information for later.
Sure.
Where are you gonna file it?
In
That's
my
good.
notes.
Ooh, oh, look at that flimsy paper. Yeah.
Let's see. Oh man, okay. You know what? Since I'm kind of hurting, I'm gonna use the last. I'm gonna use the last of my spell slots.
Oh wait, I
And,
might have something.
What's that?
I might have. What's up? I have a potion of healing.
Oh, you know, I just thought about it. I have one too. Never mind.
What's a python?
It's on. It's for climbing.
Oh, okay. I got string, guys. Just be ready when you need string. Just let motherfucker know.
I actually think I have a spell that uses string.
Oh.
I'm gonna roll for this healing potion.
Sure.
You have to roll for a potion?
Yeah, it's a 2d4
That
plus 2.
sucks.
You click that pink box, it'll just roll it.
Oh, I didn't even. You know what? I forgot all about that.
Well, you heal for 5 HPs.
All right. That's almost full. I'll take it. And that has here. How do I? I'll remove that from my inventory. Let's see. All right. So yeah, now that I've done that, I feel a little more comfortable traveling through this place. I'm gonna
find all the danger. Are you sure you don't want me to proceed again?
Well, to be fair, Pooh found the danger.
My bad, guys. I'll wear gloves next time.
We're at another door.
Mhm.
I want to, I guess,
Ooh, that
once
one was
again.
juicy.
You
seeing
described
if,
this door.
Yeah, what's up? What's up with this door here?
This one doesn't
Where's
look.
everyone?
They went through the. Can you not see
Oh, I see
anybody,
them.
Stab? Oh, there you go.
It's hard to see. It's probably because I'm a human.
You can zoom into the map at the top right corner too. There's a plus and a minus. It might be really small for you.
There you go. Okay.
This door doesn't look quite as rotten as the rest, but don't be fooled. It still looks pretty damaged and a little funky. It has iron bands on it as well and a handle, similar to the others.
I'm gonna go ahead and open it.
Okay. You grab the handle and push it on in, and it opens right up.
Okay. I'm entering.
Stepping into this hallway, I believe with your dark vision, you can already see down it a good bit. It looks to be a
Yes.
shrine of some sort. This dry, partially collapsed room contains a stone altar with humanoid skulls and bones piled around it. The top of the altar is covered with dozens of half-melted candles made of black wax, all currently unlit.
Can I tell who this is for? I mean, I'm assuming we've seen something kind of. We saw an altar before, but it was like entrails and stuff of that nature, I believe. If I'm remembering it right. There's nothing like this on nothing like that on this one, right?
This type of design, it could look a little familiar. Make a religion check for me.
All right, let's see if I know religious things. I remember nothing of my time at the monastery, at the church.
That's actually
I remember nothing.
just enough. Examining the layout of this altar and the fact that it has black candles, you know this to be related to Myrkul. I think that's how it's pronounced. Myrkul.
Okay, yeah. The one we heard tell of before.
Mm-hmm. Which you remember to be the neutral evil Lord of Bones, more secretive type of character.
That had the markings on the cultists we passed by, if I recall.
A couple of them, yeah.
What's in this rubble?
There's a couple bones in the rubble, just a few rocks, some broken wood, not really much else.
Human bones?
They look to be human bones, yes.
Is that rubble like a collapsed passageway, or is it more like something else?
It looks like pieces of the wall and maybe a pillar was here one time that had collapsed.
We destroy it?
All right, make haste.
We destroyed the other one.
Where's Hayes at? Oh, there he is.
He's standing in the doorway. We destroyed the other altar. Methinks no good reason why we shouldn't do the same here.
Well, wait. This sounds like a good idea, but... And Hayes is kind of examining these black candles. And he looks over to you, Elgin, and says, what do you think would happen if we lit just one of these?
Just one?
It looks to be a ritual of some sort. As long as we don't light all of them, maybe nothing will happen.
And maybe we'll pull some unwanted attention.
This is true. Maybe best to destroy it.
Or maybe we'll wind up with another one of those blighted axes.
Do you guys want me to get my finger out?
My vote is we destroy it.
I'm going to try to start flipping it.
Okay. You go to flip this altar, but it weighs a ton. It is a massive stone rectangle on the ground.
What else want to try?
I'm gonna switch to. I'm gonna grab my warhammer. And with both hands, I'm just gonna start smashing it. just bashing the warhammer against the stone.
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack roll for me.
Ooh. Yeah, let me get this and this.
Okay, that is enough to hit an inanimate object. You slam your hammer in the top of this.
It dodged
this altar, and the top of it cracks with the weight of your blow. You're once you swing down and slam your mace into it, when you lift it back up, you can see that what you slammed and is now cracked. There's some text written directly on the altar itself. It reads in all capital letters, "Rise and be counted."
Rise and be counted.
The moment you speak those words out loud, the bones around you start to shudder and slowly arise into these skeletal figures. Which I'm going to go ahead and put us in initiative again.
I should have said out of character first.
Go ahead and click yourselves and then roll your initiative, please.
Dude smashes first and reads afterwards. Should have smashed and not read. I don't know. I'm just kidding.
I mean,
Question.
I should have.
When he read that, did anything happen to the candles?
Nothing is happening with the candles whatsoever right now.
Okay, I sort of thought maybe they might get lit, but I was curious.
Roll for these guys. Doing descending order. We got our initiative. Okay. Combat. Elgin, undead
Yes.
have risen all around you. And they seem to be armed with their arms at their sides. Just kind of putting your head on a swivel and looking around at what's happened. 3 seem to have risen, and they're all just staring at you right now. What would you like to do?
Okay, so you know what? I want to help the party out. I wanna make sure my bros are okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cast Bless. And I can choose 3 creatures within my range. So whenever they make an attack roll or a saving throw for the next minute, they'll get a plus D4 to add to that. So I'll put it on Stab, Merrick, and Hayes. And I'm all that, and I guess in that same, I'm also going to just, I'm gonna, swap the Warhammer for the, Heaven's Fall, mace.
Okay. You got your mace ready that you know is more effective against undead, so you're ready to swipe them. But you take care of your party first, making them more combat ready.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the end of your turn?
That'll be the end of my. Well, and I guess just to test something, because I feel like sometimes words need to be said. I'm gonna kind of look at each of these. The 3 undead that have risen, they're just staring at me.
Mm-hmm.
Or are they staring at the group as a whole?
They're just staring at you.
Well, I'm gonna hold my shield. I'm gonna have my shield and my mace at the ready, and I'm gonna look back at the whichever. I'm gonna kind of look at all of them, and I'm basically gonna tell. I'm basically gonna say, "Come, leave my friends alone."
Okay. So you kind of look at them and you're like warning them to leave your friends alone as you hold your shield and mace ready. That'll actually bring us to one of these skeletons. This one, its shield on one arm and a sword on the other are still just at its sides, and it's just staring at you, and it does nothing. That'll bring us to the next skeleton. This one will do the exact same. And the next one up here also is doing the exact same. Merrick.
I'd like to.
I don't think they're hostile.
Can we all talk, or do I have to wait for my turn?
That would be up to Merrick since he's on initiative right now. If he just wants to conversate and y'all want to talk about that, you can, but it's up to him.
I'm going to start a lunge at one, but not follow through and go and see if it responds.
So like a faux attack, kind of?
Like a fake.
Like a fake out.
Okay. In that case, go ahead and make an attack roll. And we'll say you're doing a fake attack.
You pissed him off.
Okay, you take your quarterstaff, and that is enough to go through its AC. So you swing right towards its face and stop. And it doesn't even flinch. It's just staring at Elgin.
So how good of a control do you have over these things?
I don't know. But I want to test something.
All right, before you can test something, then Stab. What were you going to do?
I was going to walk right here and just say, rise and be counted. I'm just going to giggle and point to each one and be like, 1, 2, 3. And that's it. And then I'm going to laugh because I think that's hilarious.
And then Hayes is just kind of looking a bit confused at you, Elgin, than the other skeletons. So if you guys aren't attacking, I'll go ahead and take us out of initiative. And yeah, now you guys can have a conversation.
I'm gonna walk up to one of the. I'm gonna get like kind of like right up on one of the undead, and I'm gonna tell him to face the corner of this room.
This skeleton right here?
Mm.
It turns around and faces this corner.
Ooh. Can I do something?
Yeah, we're not in combat or initiative. You can do whatever you want.
Oh, I want to talk to this one. I'm just gonna say, hello.
It does not say anything.
I'm just gonna make gestures at it like this, like, but not touch it.
Its eyes seem to be locked on Elgin completely.
Oh, they're all just looking at him. And I say, I think they like you.
Yeah, I think so too. The question is for how long?
Do we have them destroy each other and remove the risk, or do we use it to try to face our next foe?
I think they're just watching us to make sure we don't do anything.
Well,
We're being controlled.
while this is something that I'm not incredibly comfortable with, they could be useful as a tool. We can destroy them afterward, if it comes to that.
My only concern is if we come across somebody a little bit more powerful in the necromantic arts, will you be able to keep control?
That's the one thing that I'm concerned about.
I almost think we should destroy them now.
I think you should name them.
Stab, if you name them, then we have to keep them, and there's probably all sorts of paperwork, and we're gonna have to look after them. I don't know about you, Stab.
Have them promise to be your best friend. Then they'll only listen to you.
Hayes, what do you think?
My friend, I am a little bit of a loss for words. I did not think you a necromancer, but merely reading a sentence has made you one. Safer than sorry is normally my best bet. I'm not really a fan of the undead. We should maybe strike them down, or hell, maybe even send them ahead. If there's a guard, you just tell them to kill him, and maybe they'll kill him. Who knows?
Not a bad idea. Let's do this. I'm gonna tell them, march down this corridor.
Where are you pointing?
I'm gonna point in this direction.
Okay, and once you do, all their heads slowly click and turn towards this hallway as the undead start shambling down this hallway slowly. You hear a splash slightly in the distance.
More poop water.
Poop water.
Cultists love their poop water.
Watching
my
the
bad.
undead, you can still kind of see them from your point of view. They all seem to be stopping about halfway in. Elgin, make a survival check for me.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, survival.
Let's see what you got.
Nat 20.
Perfect. Okay. The air has smelled like rot and death for the longest time down here. So once you hit this room, it actually smells a different type of putrid. It smells like rotten eggs, almost. Immediately, given your background with this type of scent, you've definitely smelled it before. There seems to be some sort of flammable gas all throughout this room.
But I've noticed this as
I'm
well.
gonna kneel down. Oh, go ahead, Merrick.
Not yet. You'd have to get one step closer to start smelling it.
Got it.
I want to kneel down. I'm assuming, yeah, because I'm like right at the edge of the where this water is.
Mm-hmm.
I want to kneel down and take like with my hand, kind of dip my fingers into this whatever this liquid is, and then get a whiff of it to see if maybe it's the liquid itself that is the issue.
Okay.
Like if it's like oil or gas or something.
So kind of smelling the water and getting it that close to you, the putrid egg smell vanishes a bit as the smell of rotten decay comes back to you
Okay.
when you sniff the water. So that doesn't seem to be the source.
Okay.
Elgin, what's wrong?
No, just testing something. I was concerned that this water might be a trap. But it seems fine. The pillars, I'm assuming these pillars that are in the room, looking at these pillars, do they seem to be in any better shape than the ones we saw in the previous room? Like, the ones in the previous room are like borderline ready to fall at any moment, it seemed.
These look a little bit more sturdy, but they still have rotten wood and look very worn.
Okay. Gotcha. I'm gonna go ahead and step forward in. And now you said the undead, they stopped.
They have completely stopped. Also,
I wanna
go
okay.
ahead.
No, I was gonna see I was wondering if maybe if they stopped for a reason.
Just looking ahead of them, you don't notice anything around them at the moment. So if there is a reason, you're not sure of it currently. Merrick, once you step onto these steps, you notice that egg-like kind of gross smell. Go ahead and make a survival check for me. Okay. It's likely someone who maybe kept some food down here a bit too long, and it's just kind of stunk up this whole area.
Is that eggs, Elgin?
Yes, rotten egg. I have an idea. And I'm gonna call out to the three undead, because I want to make sure I want to make sure it's not an issue of having lost control of them. I'm gonna tell them to turn. I want to see if they will turn around on command. So I'm just gonna say turn around.
And the moment you do, they all shuffle in the water and turn to face you.
Okay. I'm going to talk to the one directly in front of me. I want to tell it to walk towards the door to my left.
Okay, it starts shambling through the water towards that door until it can't go any further, and it stops.
All right. I feel stuck and don't know what to do.
You could always just go down deeper in this water. That's an option.
Maybe we can use them to look for traps. See if those set one off.
Fair point.
With character, I'm pretty sure this whole room is a trap, but
I don't know, one might step on the fucking igniter.
I'm gonna tell the one that is furthest to go down the hall to my right.
It starts to shamble down to the right. And then stops.
What's your plan in there, Elgin? I don't like this.
I'm trying to see if maybe they will set off anything.
I'm
I
staying
wanna tell-
back because I have a torch.
That's fair. The other one, I'm gonna tell it to keep walking straight ahead.
To the north?
Yes.
Okay. It starts walking to the north. And then stops.
Merrick, do you think we should try this door or keep through the water?
We've not been afraid of any doors so far. And I'll step in to get a better view of the water.
Okay, stepping in here, this water still looks just as murky and crummy as all the rest. The only difference here is the smell. It just smells a bit different. It's still awful, but just different.
Can I do a perception check to see if I can figure out why, or would that still be survival?
Go ahead and make a perception check. Okay, after thinking about it for a little bit, you just sniffing that smell, you associate the smell of rotten eggs kind of with maybe a sulfur-like smell, and realize that you are standing in flammable gas.
Okay, no produced flame. Elgin, this room could get pretty hot pretty quick.
Good to know. Dab,
Yeah,
put out your torch.
you got it. I'm gonna put out my
Stab.
torch.
You snuffing your torch?
Yeah.
Okay.
Does that mean I can't see anything anymore?
Now you'll be able to see. Give me just a moment. But
Let me see how bad it is.
barely.
As soon as it goes out, I'm gonna ask, Muscles, can you hold my hand? I can't see anything.
You could see maybe close to 5 feet out from you, Stab, but that's it.
I'm just gonna
Oh,
go
God.
close to Hayes because I can't see anything. Be like, you could see, right?
Indeed.
Hold Hayes' hand.
I'm just gonna grab his hands and like expect him to just think it's normal. Be
Oh.
like, all right.
All right. Come with me.
What do you think
Wherever he
these
walks, I'm going. Wherever he walks, I'm going, Jamie.
Okay.
doors are trapped, Elgin? Flammable gas, kick down the door and something goes boom? What do you think?
That's
Is that it?
Oh shit! Where'd
That's
you
what
go?
I'm afraid
Oh,
of. That was my concern. And if this room is full of flammable gas, well, it won't take much to kill all of us.
Maybe we shouldn't all stand down here then.
I don't think so. I have an idea. Everyone back down the hall.
Okie dokie.
All right.
Before we go, I want to take one step forward because I want to see where he's positioned everybody.
Sure.
Elgin, do you want me to try to blow the room?
Well, I was just gonna tell one of them to open that door.
Okay. And then I'm going to go around the corner just in case there's like a backdraft.
All right. I'm gonna hold up my shield, and I'm gonna to the undead that's here. I'm gonna tell it to open the door in front of it.
All right. Give me just a moment here. Let's look
Something
at this
bad's
guy.
about to happen.
Maybe
Okay.
dive under the water?
This guy
That's
can do
gas
that.
you diving in.
Elgin, you hear the slight creaking of metal, and then the squeaking of a door being opened around the corner from you.
Okay.
If I can grab it. There it is. It's hard to see from where you are, but the creaking eventually stops.
Okay, I'm stepping out.
I'm gonna hold Merrick hand too, now that he's here.
So Stab grabs your hand, Merrick. He's holding on to Hayes' hand as well.
I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna grab it like normally.
Wait a minute. I think I know where we are.
All right.
I'm gonna walk past my undead back into the room that he opened up. We've been here before.
Uh-huh.
Are you saying that loud enough that we can hear you around the corner?
Yeah, they wouldn't be able to hear you at all right now.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna come back because I don't want to yell. The door on the left is where we faced off with those robed individuals.
Right.
I say we push on further down. I'm gonna tell the undead to follow the undead that opened the door. I'm gonna tell it to follow me.
Okay, and it turns to face you, and it starts trying to reach you.
Jamie, can I prepare an action?
Sure,
If I see fire, can I dive under this water?
you can.
Thank you.
I'm gonna tell the undead that is to my right to walk south.
It turns to face the south and starts trudging through this dark water. Eventually, you hear the sloshing stop.
Oh. I'm following along.
I guess let's stay with him, Stab. Stay close.
Thank you.
And then I'm gonna tell it to walk walk east.
Okay, and it turns towards the east and steps up some steps and starts marching.
Before leaving this top area, can I do a quick look for secret doors?
You can. Are you walking along the walls?
I want to see if I see anything that looks like it's out of place from here, I guess.
Sure. Make a perception check for me. Okay. You look along those walls, and you're trying to see anything out of the ordinary. It's very hard to see without being right up on it. But kind of looking at one of the closest corner to where you're at, you don't necessarily see anything out of the ordinary or any secret passage-like stuff. But you can just hear, just ever so faintly, a slight hissing.
From this direction.
Specifically from here.
Oh, right here on top. Any change in it, or is it just like a steady hiss?
It's just like a very, like your ear almost has to be on it to hear it. Yes.
Oh, Jamie.
Hmm?
If I go on this stream, it has like Wilzu, Sandy Ravage, and everyone else's stats that aren't relevant to this one.
That's...
I'm out.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. Yeah, the Beyond 20 integration has been kind of weird for a bit. I'm not going to worry about it for now. Sorry, guys, you can't see their HP actively, but if you ask in chat, I promise I'll tell you.
Ooh.
But good call out there, Pooh Brain. I appreciate that.
The undeads walked away to the end of the hallway. What I want to do is I want to take advantage of this moment. I see there's a door on my right. I'm going to open it.
You're going to go south and open that door? All right.
Also, I think this guy was supposed to be following Elgin.
Did you tell all your skeletons to follow Elgin?
Just the one. Just the one.
Yeah, the one's already gone down and followed him, Merrick.
I thought he told the one that was at the left door to follow him as well.
The one that's standing by him.
So wait, you were controlling two skeletons?
Well, no, I just told the, well, I guess I did tell it to follow me to where I was, but I don't know.
Okay.
I guess it would only follow me up to a point. But, let's see. Actually, you know what I do want to do? I'm going to go back. Here's what we'll do.
Gotta go retrieve your babies.
I gotta get my peoples. I'm gonna tell both of them to follow me, and I'm gonna start walking back to where I was.
Okay.
There's
through
gas
the-
leaking into this room from this wall here, by the way, Elgin.
Wait, what's that?
There's gas leaking into the room from this wall here.
Oh, that's where our problem's coming from.
That is where our problem is coming from.
Okay,
The skeletons are all around you right now, Elgin.
Okay, and I'm gonna tell the other one at the end to come to where I am too.
As you're calling out to it down the hallway.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You can hear shuffling coming your direction, and you see an undead approaching you, and stop.
All right, I'm gonna open this door that is in front of me.
Okay. Let's open that door up.
Has the smell of sulfur gotten weaker as we've gone further south?
You can still smell it right where you're at right now, but it's faint at this point.
Okay.
I made this one super skinny, so we're just gonna pop. You open up that door, and just looking inside, it looks like this was a small crypt or tomb of some sort that's completely collapsed. There's just rubble and rocks and debris at the end. You see a sarcophagus that's opened as well that looks almost empty, minus like a bone from where you're standing.
I'm gonna step in. I'm gonna approach the sarcophagus because I want to get a closer look inside.
Okay.
See if I. Hmm.
Now that you're right up on it, looking inside, it looks to me like there's almost nothing in here. There's like a femur and like half of a skull and nothing else. You get the impression that this has maybe been looted before.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, I'm gonna go back out.
All right, you head
I'm
on
gonna
out.
open this. Yeah, I'm gonna open this next door.
All right,
It's further down the hall.
Your skeletons are also, the last command you gave, I believe, was to follow you, so they are all just piling in a line behind you.
Okay.
You open up this door that creaks open just like the rest. Inside this room, let me tell you what you see. An open sarcophagus stands in the back of this dusty crypt. It looks like its heavy stone lid is lying on its side between the sarcophagus itself and the south wall. The north-facing side of the sarcophagus, what you can readily see right in front of you, bears faded frescoes of spear-wielding warriors charging across golden plains on horseback.
Ooh.
A little more fancy than the rest.
Yeah, that one sounds fancy. I'm going in. I mean, I'm gonna get right up on this bad boy. Do I? It hasn't been opened or anything, has it?
It is open currently.
Okay, it's okay. I want to roll perception, see if I see anything that might look of use.
Okay, so you're kind of thoroughly searching this sarcophagus?
Oh, yeah. Or should I investigate?
Perception's fine.
Okay.
All right, so you got a 14. Okay, let me tell you what you find. So, checking out this sarcophagus, it looks like there's just a few, just like the previous one, there's a few humanoid bones and just dust in it. But as you place your hand and feel around, it feels a bit strange. It's not what you'd expect the bottom of a sarcophagus to feel like from the inside. And it almost feels like some sort of plaster or inch-thick plaster, something you could maybe break through.
Find something interesting.
I'm gonna call for Merrick and Stab and Hayes to come into the room.
Let me
I
just
think we might have found a.
shuffle past.
I
Yes.
think we might have found a secret compartment in the sarcophagus.
Guys, this sucks. I can't see anything.
Hayes kind of sniffs the air. You know, I don't really smell that gas anymore. It might be safe for you to light your torch back up.
Oh. I'm gonna light my torch back up.
Okie dokie. You take your torch and you light it on up. The flame illuminates the room. Unfortunately, there's no explosion following it.
Yay! Thanks, buddy.
I'm gonna with my hand, I want to just like that part of the where you said it kind of felt more like plaster. I want to press down, just not like forcefully, but just applying enough pressure to see how much give it has.
Okay, once you start pushing down, it starts like cracking in various spots around your hand. The more you push.
Oh.
If I jab it with a quarterstaff, what does it do?
Do you do that?
I would like to do that.
Okay, as you're pushing down, Elgin, Merrick just takes his quarterstaff and pop, gives it a good stick real quick. And it immediately punctures a hole through this plaster. And there looks to be something under it.
Hey, it looks like a
I'm gonna just
secret
look
room.
at him and say, again?
I want to poke it again, but I also want to look to see if I see anything through the hole.
Okay, so are you puncturing like near your hole or just a completely different spot, or how you doing this?
Near, I want to get it a little bit
Not
bigger.
near my hole.
Get it near your hole? Okay. So you take your quarterstaff and you kind of puncture again near this hole, which causes a good chunk of the plaster to actually give. Instead of just a hole, a bit above and around it now kind of falls down, almost to where the size of maybe a dagger you could see through in the shape of a rectangle.
Is there a bit of time to the noise of the falling stuff? Like, is there a deep
Not at
hole
all.
here?
It's like maybe 1 or half of a second after breaking it.
Instantaneous. Okay.
And when you peer through this hole, you see what looks like a corpse with wrappings on it. But with such a small view hole, you can't really see anything else.
I'm gonna reach in and just start pulling up the rest of it.
Okay, you start ripping this plaster out more and more until finally you've got a clear view of what you're looking at. Looking through this plaster, it seems like there's a hidden cavity under the sarcophagus that contains a human mummy floating in a shallow pool of red brine. Examining the corpse, it seems to be fully bandaged up and down, but in its eye slots, there looked to be a moonstone where each of the eyes should be. And you also can see the center of its chest is stitched up.
Ooh, fancy.
But just the center, maybe from like the bottom to the top of the sternum.
What do you think is in there?
Well,
One of two things: something that should not be released, or something that should be well protected.
You want to get one of your bone friends to poke it with their fingers?
not a bad idea.
You know what? Does this mummy look like it's in fairly good condition for its age?
It looks like it's in okay condition, as okay as a mummy could be. You would assume just sitting in the red brine may have something to do with that.
I want to just for the fuck of it. I'm gonna do. I want to use my divine sense, and I want to see if I'm getting anything off of this thing.
Okay, so this would be. Okay, so this is kind of like that AOE sense of like evil and good around you. Okay,
Yeah.
So doing your divine sense, you don't sense anything in your vicinity that could be considered heavenly or evil. But to your left, or through the eastern wall, very close, you can sense the presence of multitudes of evil. Or undead, I should say.
Oh. Past the east wall?
Yes.
Okay.
So that direction.
I assume we also sense some up there.
Actually, yes. Now that you mentioned that, Elgin, you do sense evil to the north a bit as well.
Okay.
Can you like
undead.
pinpoint it?
He can kind of tell the distance, like maybe like 10 feet or 15 feet to the north and to the east.
Okay. But I feel like a greater presence of it through the east wall.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Good to know.
Spell also has one last effect I'm kind of curious about. Does this thing sense like it's been consecrated or desecrated?
Oh, yeah, he would know that too. You don't get either of those vibes from this thing.
Okay. Well, if anyone wants to play grave robber, be my guest.
I think you have 3 volunteers up north.
Don't know if we should let undead like that touch what may be some grand warrior based on the drawings on the outside.
Be undead on undead.
That's fair.
Touch.
I'm actually gonna reach down at the jewels. Because there was like moonstones in its eyes.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to kind of, I'm not picking it up. I want to poke at one of them, see if it just moves.
It does.
Like it's loosed.
When you poke it, it just kind of jiggles a little bit and falls back into place.
I'm going to pick one of them up.
Okay. You can add 1 moonstone to your inventory. And do an investigation check for me on the moonstone.
Okay.
This is to determine its value. Or for what your character would know.
I know nothing.
You think this thing could be... It might be worth 5 gold. It could be worth 500. There's really no telling.
What you doing? What kind of check?
Investigation, as he's examining the moonstone he picked up.
If you're going to grab one, might as well grab both.
Let me do it. Oh, did you do it, Elgin?
No. You be my guest.
I'll stay out of the way.
I'm going to go for it.
Okay, you pick up that moonstone stab. Make an investigation check for me as well.
No.
You're almost positive this moonstone is worthless.
Guys, I'm almost positive this moonstone is worthless.
You want to hand it over then?
Sure, you can have it, friend. Can I touch it?
You are touching it.
All right, I want to doesn't it have stitched, stitched chest?
Oh, you're talking about the mummy. I thought you were talking about the moonstone.
Oh, no.
It does have a stitched chest, and yeah, if you want, you could touch it.
I'm gonna poke it with my finger, guys. Get ready for some purple smoke, or whatever color it was.
I'm going to preemptively take the step back.
All right, Stab, you reaching in and poking it?
Yeah, I'm taking my glove off, and with the same finger, I'm poking it right on the stitch.
Okay. You press. How hard are you pressing down? Are you just giving it a light poke, or you just
It's
put your finger in there?
It's like a soft kind of foreplay, get it to open up to me kind of thing.
Okay. So you take your finger and you poke on the stitches specifically, and the corpse doesn't move or react or anything like that. But when you poke those stitches, it gives just a little bit. It's almost giving you the idea that it could be hollow.
Guys, it's giving me the idea that thing is
Oh, yeah, you can tell them. You know that, but your party does not. So that's fine.
Okay,
Tom.
I was just copying your words. I thought it was funny. I wanted to piss you off for some reason.
No. It's good that
Guys-
you're doing that. Otherwise, they wouldn't know.
I think it's hollow. Do you want to open it up anyways?
I've seen you with a dagger. You can probably open it up pretty handily.
Hold on a sec. Now I want to like stroke it with my hand, see if there's any. Check for lumps. See if it's a good boy. Is it a female or male? Do I know?
It's. I mean, you don't see any round objects on it. I think when a corpse. I don't have good mummy knowledge, but I think if a female corpse is mummified, I don't think they maintain the memories or anything, right? Am I right on that?
No.
Yeah, I think
What if it was like weapons to like the balls?
they non-existent. This is a gender-neutral mummy.
It's gender neutral.
Gender neutral.
That's
I think
what's
it's
up.
rotted long enough. It's whatever sexual organs it may have had in life probably don't exist anymore.
That pretty
But
much.
it doesn't. But like in real life, the balls turn into marbles, and that's what we get marbles from. It just leaves behind marbles.
Is that how it works? That's how marbles are made?
Yeah, dummy. All right, I'm gonna.
Don't think that's how that works.
Is there any lumps, Jamie? Is there any lumps? I'm trying. Is there any lumps? I'm stroking this.
There are no lumps on the lower end of the mummy or chest, minus the stitches.
All right. Can somebody hold my torch?
Sure, I'll hold it.
All right. I'm gonna grab my daggers. I'm just gonna like slowly open the thing, just slowly.
So you're
Just among
removing,
the
you're
stitches.
cutting the stitches open.
Yeah.
Okay. Stab starts to cut the stitches in the middle of this hidden mummy's chest. And slowly but surely, each time it pops open the chest a bit more and a bit more. Until Stab, looking inside, you can see that it actually is hollow. And there's a little pouch sitting in the middle, sealed up with a string.
Guys, there's a little.
Go ahead, that's good. You're good.
There's a little pouch here that's sealed with a string.
Well, take it.
All right, I'm gonna use my thieving hands. I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna go like that, and it's gonna wow the crowd.
So you,
And I'm just gonna.
go ahead. Sorry.
I'm just warming up now. I didn't do anything. Tell me
I
what
thought-
happens.
You reach.
I didn't do anything yet. What's going on? I didn't reach yet.
Oh, you're just doing it. You're
Go.
just wowing the crowd with your hands back and forth motions and stuff.
Yeah, I'm stretching. I'm like going like that.
Okay, so you're
Going like
warming
that.
up.
Yeah. I just wanted to see if you'd like go again.
No,
I'm just gonna-
you're warmed up. What are you gonna do with them hands?
I'm just gonna poke the bag a little bit. Just poke it.
Okay,
My hand.
you start poking it. And it feels like there's something inside, something round.
Could be another shitty moonstone. I don't
Those
know.
marbles. I don't know.
All right. I'm gonna pick it up, just like that.
Okay, you slowly pick up the bag, and all of you can see Stab holding this bag just by the top that's sealed with this string wrapped around it, and he's just dangling the bag up in the air.
Well, don't
Yes.
tantalize us forever. What's inside?
What's it? I'm gonna go like this, and I'm shaking it. Is it marbles, like you said?
It's not making a clacking sound like marbles would when you bang them, but when you do shake it, it's making a thudding sound. So there are multiple objects in there.
What's it smell like?
Musty. Very
So-
musty.
Yeah, it's like okay, fine. It's gross. All right, I'm gonna open my fucking hand and just go like plop it in there.
You're gonna plop whatever's
like
in
that.
there into your hand?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. When you empty out this bag, 3 beans fall into your hand, about the size of your thumb each.
You said beans.
Beans.
Beans. Can I
Beans,
see if there's anything
beans.
special? I got 3 beans. Is there anything special about the beans?
Yeah, make an Arcana check for me.
Arcana. I don't even know what that means.
It's like your stealth. It's on that list.
I got you.
Okay. Stab, you get around, you hear rumors, and you've heard talk in the taverns and whatnot. And one rumor you always thought was just God, it was just the most ridiculous one you've heard of all. Some crazy guy was talking about a sack of magical beans that can do different things if you plant them and water them. Or hell, even if you throw them, it can be treated like a massive explosion. But you always thought it was kind of nuts. And now, here you are with 3 beans in your hand that came out of a bag from a secret compartment inside of a mummy's chest. And you think, well, maybe.
So if I throw them, do I have to plant them, or can I just throw them on the ground? Or would I know that?
The rumors you heard, all sorts of things. If you plant them and water them, something crazy could happen. If you throw them, something deadly may happen. This is all just what you heard.
I'm gonna show the guys the beans, and I'll be like, I don't know if we should plant these, but I'm pretty sure something amazing would happen.
You mind if I examine one in more detail?
Ooh, there's 3 of us. Oh wait, no, there's not. I'm not gonna share them because then I don't want Hayes to feel left out. So I'm just gonna be like, sure, you can just look at them.
I do a nature check on it.
What are you trying to determine?
What type of plant these are?
Okay, yeah, you can try a nature check. Are the beans still in your hand, Stab?
I don't know. Did you take them from me, Robbie? I mean, Mr. Guy. Merrick.
Since you're hesitant to hand them out, I guess I'm doing it from a distance.
No, I wasn't hesitant.
These beans don't look like anything you've ever seen in the plant kingdom, Merrick.
These don't look to be natural plants. Nothing I've seen.
Anyone else want to look at them? If not, I'm just gonna put them away. I'm just gonna hold on to them. Never know.
Just hold on to them.
All right.
I got a feeling you'll find some value from them at some point.
Might kill us all. Be kind of cool though. Die from bean. Is that all that was in the little corpse thing?
That's all you saw in there, yes. Okay, so you
I
put the
wouldn't
bag of
go
beans.
around eating those.
You
That's
put
for sure.
The beans back in the bag, Stab?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I added the item bag of beans to your inventory.
All right,
It does have the effects of all the beans on there, but I'm gonna have you do the honor system and not read through them. Okay.
Wait, say that again.
You have the item in your inventory, and if you click it, it tells you the effects of those beans, like every circumstance of them. But go by the honor system here. You don't know, okay? Unless you study them.
Okay. Do all 3 do different things?
You don't know
Or they all do the same?
unless you study
Oh,
them.
okay, fine. All right.
A bag
Wait,
of
I could study them?
beans. All right. You can. Next time you rest, you could take some time to kind of look them over and just rack your brain and see what you can find out.
All right. Does it still smell like gas out there, or do I not know?
It does not. Back to the nice hometown stench of death.
All right. I'm gonna talk to Hayes and be like, my nose ain't so good. Do you want to hold my hand anyways and tell me when to douse this flame?
I'll just let you know if the rotten egg stench pops back up. I think you're okay for now.
Okay.
We're going through this next door?
Yes. I was, I'm thinking this might be the room that I sensed that undead presence.
Well, on the off chance you're wrong, does the door to my right look like a pull or a push?
Can't really tell until you actually
I'd like
try
to
it.
examine it.
Examining the door thoroughly, I'd say on the left side, you don't see any hinges from where you're standing, implying that it's likely a push.
Rats. I was hoping I could bar it with my body if need be. Okay, then I guess I'll step back with Hayes and be ready to shoot something in this next room.
All right, I'm gonna open the door.
All right. But before you open that door, because I completely forgot about it, we're going to take a 5-minute break. Because I really gotta go bathroom. But I
thought you were gonna say roll initiative.
no initiative yet. But we're gonna take a quick 5 minutes, y'all. Real fast break. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. See what's on the other side of this door. Elgin likely already knows, but we're doing it. We're gonna find out, and we will be right back.
All right.
All right. Break is active. You got 5 minutes if you want to get a drink or use the bathroom. So. I'm back. Who else here? Explain what? Okay, under settings, at the bottom now you should see virtual webcam. Once you install it and actually set your virtual webcam, you can make anything be your virtual webcam. So make your actual camera your virtual webcam. You would lose your camera control to Discord if you did that. So actually, yeah, it won't even show up as an option currently because your camera's in use on Discord right now. She has been batting me this entire time, but she needs to go out. She's doing it right now. What do you want, dog? Nope. Sweet little puppy. I love my little puppy. He's a good dog. With some sharp claws. Yeah, Wiko's such a sweet dog. Nah, nothing like that. You could actually, if you wanted to, you wouldn't even have to show your face. You could just be a face rig person. You'd have to pay like, dude, it's even easier than what you're trying to do right now. I think it costs $10. You'd be a hamburger. You getting tired of this song yet? Should I swap songs? This was good sewer music, I thought. I like it. I got lots of creepy, scary dungeon music, but since we're in, like, sewers, I figured appropriate. Oh. Really? Yeah, I don't know nothing about numbers. In that case, it was a male. It is and it isn't. I used to not do it that way, and Fog of War would simply show where you've been but be grayed out. But there's a glitch in Roll20 right now that if I do that, the moment you move your character, you lose all vision every time you take a step. Yep. Alright. I don't know if everyone's here, but it says game time, so I'm just going to transition us right back. to the game. What's up, everybody? We're back. Well, oh, hey, look, Stab, you're back too. I didn't even know you were back.
I didn't have time, guys, but we'll let that be a secret.
Oh, all right. Well, I apologize for making it a little short, but okay, we'll get through these sewers, and then you can be a poo layer all you want. Okay.
Add to that sludge. You know what I'm saying?
All right, Elgin. Yeah, you walked up to that door. Let me tell you some stuff before anything else happens here.
Ooh.
So just walking up to this door, make a perception check for me.
Got you.
Let's see what you got. Okay. As you reach for the handle, you pause for just a moment, and you hear faint moaning on the other side of the door.
What kind of moaning?
Kind of like...
It's the best kind right there.
Okay. Well, we know. Well, wait. Does it sound like it's multiple moans or just one singular moan?
Listening for multiple moans now, you definitely hear moans overlapping every now and again.
Okay.
And then the brute
All
squad.
right. I'm gonna step back.
You missing one of these? Or were you on one of my
Oh
skeletons?
yeah, I think we're missing one.
Who's standing on one of my skeletons?
Oh, is it me?
Is you?
Oh, my bad. I was trying to be next to Hayes.
I'm gonna tell one of them to open the door. That's in front of me.
All right. The one right next to you just shambles in front of you and goes for the door
Okay.
and starts to pull it open. And once he starts pulling it open, something comes shambling out immediately right into its face. As I can just reveal these now. As you could see in the room, a multitude of undead zombies. We're gonna go right into combat here. Everyone give me some initiative. Click your token and roll on the D&D Beyond. Let me grab Merrick. Or not Merrick, Hayes. Let's give all these
Do I know
guys
what's going on?
initiative. You definitely hear moaning now that the door's open.
Ooh, I'm always last. Not a
I
good
failed.
rogue.
I didn't have my guy selected apparently.
Okay, that's fine. I can add it. What did you roll?
21.
Let's see. I think I can add this. Actually, go ahead and roll initiative again with your token selected, and I can change it, Merrick. Okay, order in descending. And Merrick is actually a 21.17. Okay, all fixed. Now we dive into combat. So, one of your skeletons, Elgin, is being attacked by an undead zombie right in front of him. Since this thing was already shambling at the door as it was opening, it's going to go ahead and try to bonk this skeleton. I think this is whispering rolls to me. It is. Let me redo that. Whisper rolls.
I think I rolled twice by accident.
Did you?
Yeah,
What was your first roll? Was it 14?
it was a 6.17
Oh,
or
yep.
something.
I can fix that. You rolled 3 times. Jesus.
I don't know what I.
You got a 5.17. I'll fix that.
5.17.
Okay.
Okay.
You know what? Next time I'm not gonna say anything.
This thing, what is the AC of these skeletons? Okay, this thing is able to just slam on this skeleton's shield, but can't seem to break through its armor. Which would bring us to the top of the initiative. Merrick, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna shoot a bow.
Okay,
I'd like to shoot a bow at the closest target.
You can attack with disadvantage right now.
What if I use my inspiration?
Then you can roll normally.
I'll use my inspiration to roll normally.
I believe that is going to hit. Yep, that definitely hits. As you fire an arrow off and you're able to weave it between the skeleton and out of Elgin's way as it sinks into the chest of this zombie. And it takes 9 damage. Can you guys see their health bars?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
It's a little crowded, but yes.
Is that all you're doing, Merrick?
Yes. I'm going to ready another arrow, but nothing else.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? I am going to do something. I forgot. I am going to make that my favorite foe and do 1d4 more damage.
Okay, your arrow, knowing the critical points of zombies, you're able to do a little bit more damage to it. That'll bring us to one of the zombies, which will move up and try to shove past, but just can't get through currently. That'll bring us to the zombie that's behind our front zombie. It can't do anything. And that takes the zombie in the skeleton's face, which it will again try to slam it. And fail miserably as your skeleton's just being a boss up in front right now.
You learned from me.
Next would be Hayes, who he's going to try to, since these are allies at the moment, he's going to move past these skeletons, and he is going to, let's see, what's he going to try to do? He is going to cast Acid Splash, and it's not necessarily his aim that has to deal with it. He's going to fling it. Where's he going to fling it? He's going to try to just hit both of these up front, because if it hits one, it can hit one next to him.
Ooh.
So that's a dexterity save, which these guys aren't very dexterous. Let's see if they can hold. That's a fail, and that's a fail. 2 failures. So both of these are going to take 6 damage. The zombie in front's looking pretty damn worn down already.
Yeah. See, I told you this was gonna work out.
Zombie in the back's going. It's too crowded. Elgin, you're up.
All right. Ooh, do I want to mess up a good thing? I don't know if I want to mess up a good thing. I tell you what I'm gonna do. I actually have in my possession 1 remaining. I think I have 1 remaining spell slot. Oh wait, I think I do have something I can do. Can we? Oh no, all these require me to hit with a melee attack. How blasphemous would it be of me if I put Shield of Faith on the zombie in front of me?
Well, I mean, you support. Is it Torm or Helm? Is it Helm you support?
It's Helm.
So is Helm the kind of god that would, like, if it's a means to achieve justice or some type of vengeance, would it let you use tools like that to your disposal, or would it see using undead as blasphemous?
As far as I am aware, I mean, Helm is more about preserving the balance. While he may not be exactly fond of undead, he cares more about making sure that the work is done. but I'm gonna say it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be all right. I think he will see this as we are using undead to smite undead, and I feel like this would be okay. I feel like this would be okay.
Okay, let's roll those dice and
All
use
right,
those tools.
Okay, so we're gonna put Shield of Faith. What if it just made the scale just fall into pieces? Here it is.
Let's go for it.
There it is. I'm casting it. He will get +2 bonus to AC for the duration.
All right,
Which is up to 10 minutes.
You cast Shield of Faith on this undead skeleton in front of you. It shimmers with a golden aura just lightly. And it doesn't seem to burn it or stop it from moving, so you're assuming your spell is effective on it.
Yes.
Anything else?
And you know what? While I'm here, I think I want to. Well, no, I can't do that. I can't do that. No, I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna sit on this for a minute.
Okay. That would bring us to Stab.
Hey guys. It looks crowded over there.
Very
I don't know if I
crowded.
can do anything. I'm just gonna yell out, "You guys got it!"
So one thing you can always do on your turn, Stab, if you have nothing to do, you can prepare a move. So for instance, in this case, since it is pretty damn crowded, it'll be almost impossible for you to get in there. You could say something like, I hold my action in case one gets through. And then if like a zombie came out, immediately, no matter whose turn it was, it'd be your turn to do something.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. I'm just gonna ready my bow.
Okay, so you hold your bow out just in case something comes along.
And I'm gonna yell, "You guys doing okay in there?"
Y'all could respond, yeah.
I think the skeleton is holding his own.
Cool.
Oh, the smell's still not great though.
Cool.
Zombies are rustling and shambling in the back, trying to get forward, but they're just ramming each other at the moment. Merrick, you can act.
I'm going to take another bow shot because that's what I'm all about.
All right, this one will be at that disadvantage.
I got this.
I'm gonna say, take that quarterstaff and just reach it in there and pop.
You do got this, as you fire another arrow at the one you can see up front for 11 damage. That is more than enough, as this arrow sinks right into this thing's skull, and it falls back and stops moving. Its slot is now a difficult terrain slot, but you guys can move on it now. Anything else, Merrick?
No, I'm just going to ready another arrow. I'm get lined up for the next one to walk into the doorway.
Okay. That'll bring us to the zombie in the corner here, which will do a little bit of a reach around strike on the skeleton. Which will actually hit. Your Shield of Faith gives it 2 AC, right?
+2, yeah.
Okay, it barely gets through the skeleton's defenses as it bashes it for 3 damage.
Skelly!
This next zombie will, I'm just gonna move this
I did
corpse
name it.
out of here. This next zombie moves up to slam the skeleton too.
You son of a bitch.
But it will miss as the skeleton's able to block and fend it off. Hayes will go next, who also doesn't want to mess up a good thing. We'll just try to lob some more acid into there, which means these zombies need to make dex saving throws, which that's a fail, and that's another fail, as they are both going to take, 2 damage. Well, something.
Milo.
That will take us to a zombie in the back, which will just move up, but you can't do anything else. Elgin, we're back to you.
All right. Excuse me. I'm going to what to do here? I really can't move through them.
Well, now technically You sort of can. So you could move into your skeleton space and attack, and then move. You just can't end your turn there, so you could move back. The only downside of that is that you would get 2 opportunity attacks against you.
Crazy question. I just want to throw this out here. They do whatever I say, right?
The skeletons are currently under your command as far as you're aware.
Can I... What I want to do is, I'm going to jump in for the attack, and then once I'm done with my attack, I'm going to tell the skeleton to attack as well.
One of the ones in the back?
Or no, I'm going to tell the... Or actually, yeah, could they also move in and attack?
Yeah, I don't think you've given them a command to actually fight yet, have you?
No, I haven't.
Okay, so yeah, if you gave the order, they would.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, I'm actually going to... Would I be able to command all of them to attack in my turn?
Yeah, you could just, you could do an individual one or all of them, but not like a multiple specific squad. So you could be like, skeletons, attack my target, or attack these, and then they'll all react. Or you could say, you attack, and that one will attack. Or it'll be on the initiative, rather.
Okay. I'm just going to tell them to attack the zombies. Attack attack my enemies. Attack my foes.
I'm going to get them on the initiative tracker here.
I'm not gonna lie, this is kind of slick, making me miss 4th edition leader.
Yeah, right now that'd be pretty nuts.
Like, no. You attack.
So you were you moving in and striking as well?
Yes, I'm jumping in. I'm gonna get right here, and I'm gonna come in and bring the boom, because I think this weapon is especially effective against undead. Let's see if we can actually get a hit off.
That is
blam. Definitely
going to hit.
That's what, 6? Oh, this is a full 10 because they're what's his face?
Yeah, I'm gonna look at your mace again real quick. I want to make sure I understand all the effects of it. Let's see. When you hit a fiend or undead, use his attack, creature takes an extra 1d4 rated damage. Okay, yep. That'll definitely go off here as you smash this one in your face for 10 total damage, 4 for being radiant here. This thing looks badly hurt.
All right. And then I'm going to back up. I'm ready for my attack of opportunity. Whatever is...
Okay. 2 are trying to just slap at you as you back up. Which I think both you're able to... The moment you swing, you have your shield up, and you just feel slam after slam on it as you back up.
Yeah.
That'll take us to the... Unless you got anything else?
That is it.
Okay, that'll take us to the skeleton squad, which the one up front will go ahead and strike first at the zombie in front of him with a short sword. Let me fix the rolls. I bet they're set to whisper. There we go. It slices the zombie in front of it for 3 damage.
All right. He's holding the line. He's doing tank duty.
Let's see. These have a speed of 30, so they could move through allies 5, 10, 50, 20, 25, 30. So the other 2 are not able to get into it. They'd have to end their turn in something space, so they can't get in close to attack. So they're kind of like, Hayes is standing with his back to him, but he feels like these ribs and stuff bumping him and just rubbing on him. He's just kind of just trying to keep him off of him as your skeletons cannot get around in position to swing.
That's hilarious.
Stab, that'll bring us to you.
You guys still good?
We're good.
Okay, nice to be needed. I'm going to keep aiming my bow, I guess. I was like, I don't know, man.
I mean, sometimes sometimes in a hallway battle, like, the man in the back's got to be the man in the back, just holding it down just in case.
I'm left out.
The zombie here can't do anything. He's trying to just shove. Zombie in the back can't do anything. Merrick.
I'm gonna shoot that bow.
That bow will hit for 5 damage on that one in the front. It is looking badly hurt. It's barely standing, but it's still standing.
Oh shit! I just read the comments.
Throw a beam.
Oh, the chat. Yeah.
I want to know what they do first, honestly.
Anything else, Merrick?
I will stand here and ready another arrow because that's what I do right now.
All right. That'll bring us to the 2 zombies in front of your skeleton, Elgin. They're both going to try and slap him.
Mm-hmm.
One is going to slap
shit.
the ever-living hell out of him. The other is just going to hit him for basic damage, as a total of 10 damage is dealt to the skeleton up front, which actually is enough, as this swath of these zombie arms just tear at your skeleton as multiple bones fall off of its body until its entire corpse collapses onto the ground. And it's just a pile of bones. That'll take us to Hayes, who is going to, again, lob more acid in that room. That is some, not the skeleton, the zombie. Dex saves. We actually have a success from one of them, and the other one fails. So, I haven't read what happens on a failure yet. They must be 5 feet with each other. They must succeed on a dex saving throw or take... Okay, if they succeed, they take none. So, the first one is going to avoid the damage. The second one, however, will take 6 acid damage. Looking pretty burnt up, pretty gross right now.
Okay.
A few zombies in the back are still shambling. They just can't get around their allies or be effective in this tight corridor right now. Elgin, you're up.
All right. What I'm gonna do is
I'll clear this one away.
I'm stepping in, and I'm gonna pick up Skelly slack. I'm gonna tell. Actually, I've given the other 2 names as well. The one furthest in the back is Mr. Bones, and the one ahead of him is Hugh. Or his name is Hugh Bonington, and there was so Hugh Bonington and Mr. Bones. I'm gonna tell them to follow me into glorious combat.
Okay.
If they can. If Hayes would scoot aside and allow them to come forward.
All right, they're gonna do their best to follow your orders.
All right, and I'm coming with the I'm bringing the boom again. I'm bringing the boom. I probably did not hit.
Which one are you swinging at?
The one directly in front of me.
Okay, you swing your mace, and it just catches the rib cage of this zombie. And when it does, this holy radiant light envelops its entire midsection as it starts turning to ash before your eyes and just becomes a pile of dust.
Ooh. Yay! I meant to do that.
All right, that's gonna... oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, ooh. Yeah, I think that's gonna be it for me.
Okay, that would take us to Mr. Bones, who is going to shuffle into the room ahead of you.
Oh wait, oh yeah, go ahead, yeah. Mr. Bones, we get Mr. Bones in here.
And just swings at the closest thing he can right when he runs into the room, which would be this zombie in front of him here. He swings with his short sword and cuts it for 3 damage. Next would be Hugh Bonington, which, does he have room? 5, 10. 15, 25. He'd be able to actually squeeze past everyone and end right here. You said you want him in there fighting, right?
Yes.
Okay, he's in there then. And he will, he's going to swing at the one on the side here. And he will still hit for 3 damage.
Wow.
That'll take us to Stab. You're up.
Ooh.
There's actually a bit of room in there now if you want to move out.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm gonna move this way.
Yeah, get behind.
And I'm gonna look. I was like, oh shit, there's mummies in there. I'm gonna try to shoot one. Do you think I can't? No, wait.
Yeah, you can
Is
try.
it easy to shoot one?
It is not easy. If you used your short bow, you would have disadvantage, which means you just roll it as normal, but we would take the lower of the 2 numbers that you roll. Also, if you roll a critical failure, bad things happen when allies are in the way, as Elgin's familiar with already.
Yes.
I only put one.
I've
arrow
already
in your
been.
butt.
I've already been shot.
Has that been when Hayes and Merrick do it? Do they also have to deal with the same shit?
Same.
Hey, but no one
Well,
remembers.
Hayes is a little different because his spells are a bit more precise. Like his spells aren't necessarily going through anybody.
Yeah, he's doing
At
ones
least,
that involve the
yeah.
enemy saving as opposed to range attacking, which is different. It's like an auto aim almost.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and try.
Okay.
I'm feeling pretty good because I hit that rat, and you guys already know I'm a mate. So
Take a short bow strike. Let's see it.
do I shoot him?
Elgin,
Shit.
make a dex saving throw, dude.
You talking to me?
No, I'm talking
Yeah,
to
it's talking to
Elgin.
me. Oh,
Don't
my
forget, I'm
God.
pretty sure you guys all had inspiration as well.
You
Oh, yeah,
haven't-
let me use
do you want to
inspiration.
use your inspiration? Okay.
Yes,
then
please.
Yes, he is using his inspiration.
You use your inspiration. Then in that case, you would have rolled an 18. So that'll definitely whiz past Elgin. And wait, who was that? That was
I swear to
Just
God,
the
y'all
one
are
in
trying to
front.
kill me.
Mr. Bones. Yeah, it'll fly past Mr. Bones and sink into that zombie right in front of him for. You have an ally near him, technically, the skeleton. So that'll be 6 damage.
Cool.
Plus, he did not see that arrow coming through 2 people.
True. It's very sneaky arrow. Anything else, Stab?
I'm gonna do it again.
That was. Well, you actually you can't. Yeah, you can't. Not with a bow. You can only do that with daggers right now. You might get 2
Oh,
attacks
okay.
later. I'm not sure. But either way, unless you got anything else that's into your turn involving movement or something.
Jamie?
What's up?
Oh, I didn't hear you. It was
Oh.
weird. It was a robot-y.
Am I lagging? Y'all hear me okay, right?
Yeah, I heard you.
It's just me.
Okay,
Mostly.
cool. Oh, I was just saying if is there anything else you want to do with your turn or try to do, or are you good?
No, I'm good.
Okay. That'll bring us to some zombies, which every zombie has a target now, as this one is going to try and strike Mr. Bonington, which he will bash the crap out of Bonington for 6 damage. The one also right here will try to strike Mr. Hugh Bonington. But he will miss. Bonington's able to parry that one off. Merrick.
I'm gonna shoot my bow.
You know the
Yeah.
routine. You're shooting through 2.5 allies right now.
I am really good at shooting bows, sir.
You are incredible at shooting bows. You pinpoint this arrow right into just right between the shoulder blade and the chest of this zombie right here for 11 damage. It is still barely standing, but it's hurt.
Guys, I'm running low on arrows. Can we wind this up?
Next would be the zombie near you, Elgin. Since it's been focusing on you, it's going to try to just get you again. But fail miserably, as its weak flailing arms are nothing to your shield. Hayes... Yeah, he still has line of sight, so he's going to try and acid splash these 2 guys and make them do dex saves. Link that. And the zombies will make some dex saves. Alright, that's 2 failures. So they will both take 5 damage. They are hurt. That'll take us to this super wounded zombie, which is just gonna try to strike Mr. Bones. But fail. Mr. Bones is able to hold his own. Elgin,
Yes.
you're up.
All right. I'm taking a swing on this bad boy right here. Let's go. Actually, here. Let's see. Wait. Actually, no. You know what? Let's get dangerous.
Oh.
Oh.
Let's get dangerous here. I actually have a particular. Well, I don't want to waste it on these guys. Sure, why not? Fuck it. This weapon has a spell attack that it can use.
It does. Are you launching that at something?
I'm launching that at this mofo right here.
Okay. Yeah, normally you're shooting through an alley, kind of. Normally I'd impose disadvantage, but it makes no difference here. As you hold out your mace right past on the side of Mr. Bones, it starts to vibrate, and a blast of holy light energy just flies between all these and slams this one in the chest. And the moment it does, it staggers back. It's from its chest outward, it just starts deteriorating into ash until finally it's completely burned up and nothing but dust.
Should have done that earlier.
I can only do it once. And then now another. Well, I wouldn't be able to move through them. Yeah, that's all I can do.
All right.
And I'm just gonna tell the scale Mr. Bones and Hugh Bonington to keep attacking.
Mr. Bones will absolutely do as much as it's his turn, and he will swipe at the one he was swiping at when he walked in. As he swings his short sword for 7 damage on this zombie. However, something different will happen. As these are zombies, they didn't take any radiant here. They do have some undead fortitude. So it's going to make a Constitution savings throw of 7, 8, 9, of 12. Let's see if this works. Crit fail, crit fail. Not good enough. This zombie is cut down and stops moving. That'll take us to Hugh Bonington, who will slash at this zombie here. Get another 7 in there, right? 5 still okay. That's enough to cut this zombie just a bit. Soften him up a bit. Stab, you're up.
Is there only one left?
2.
There's one you
2?
can see, but you hear another one nearby.
I can't see that one. And nothing's in my line of sight?
I would say it is, but it's a hard shot. You'd be shooting through Elgin and Mr. Bones to hit that guy.
I want to use my acrobatics. And I want to do like some cool. I'm going to tell Muscles, hold still, man. And I'm just going to go like this. And I'm just going to try to jump over everyone. Here. Can I do that?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You could only end up here. Unless, if you're wanting to try and do some cool slick shit, I'd say you could probably go a little bit further, but I'd make you roll for it. Also, keep in mind, you have a cunning action. You could use your cunning action to dash and get where you are now and then attack.
That's what I want to do.
Okay, so use your cunning action and just, you slide under Elgin's legs and then just do a spin move around Mr. Bones, hop over the corpse, and then go around Hugh Bonington to the back wall. Slam your back onto it with your bow cocked and fire off. Go ahead and roll an attack.
What is this right here, by the way?
Ping,
Do I? Okay.
ping what your... Oh, that is a sarcophagus.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna kind of take shelter behind it and shoot.
All right. Which one are you shooting at?
Closest one.
Gotcha.
This one. Let's see.
That will hit, and it is definitely engaged with allies, so your sneak attack will count as you shoot this thing for 9 damage.
Yay!
It is just... It's almost in parts right now, but it's still standing. That will actually bring us to one of them, which this guy is going to try and slap Hugh Bonington. And fail miserably. Merrick, you're up.
I'm going to shift to here. See that I have a barely a line of sight on that, and I'm going to keep pushing my luck.
All right, push it.
Longbow.
All right, disadvantage means nothing to you, sir. As you fire into this room, just pinpointing it just perfectly again between your allies and striking this thing for 7 damage. It will also try to overcome with some fortitude, however. So the save is again 7, 8, 9, 10. It's 12, so it has to beat a 12. Which it does. This thing looks like it should be on the ground, but it seems to just be barely standing still.
I'm going to be a little disturbed by that and pause.
All right. That'll take us to our corner zombie here, who's going to strike at Mr. Bones. And fail. Can't get through Mr. Bones' decrepit old armor. Hayes, you are going to stick to the same thing you've been doing and lob another glob at these guys. Let's get some dex saves. Miserable fails. So both of them are going to take the full damage. However, again, their fortitude will happen. Which the total damage was 5, so that would be 10 they have to beat. So for the top one and the bottom one. These things are burned, missing pieces and chunks of their body, but they just won't hit the ground. Elgin, you see these things coated in acid, arrows in them, and they just keep coming. You're up.
Swanging.
Oh my. Okay. You take your Heaven's Fall, right? Heaven's Fall. You take your Heaven's Fall and you just smash this zombie right into its face. And your mace just almost starts just slowly moving through it right after you connect, as it's just disintegrating as the mace gets pushed farther and farther into it until it as well is nothing but ash.
Yes. And then after I do so, I'm going to advance.
All right. That'll take us to Mr. Bones, who will continue following your orders. He's going to try to stab this zombie, which he does. The zombie, however, may keep standing thanks to its undead fortitude. The DC is now a 9. It does not. Mr. Bones stabbed it just the right way to where this son of a bitch will stop getting back up, and it falls to the ground. That take us out of combat.
We win. Well
Another
fought.
corpse of oak.
That was a lot.
That was kind of crazy. I was not expecting that many of them.
I want to go ahead and start looting.
You can start looting?
I'm gonna loot that
He's
dead
looting
dude.
bodies.
Nothing.
All these corpses, they don't seem to have anything on them. They seem to be just gross and stuck in here.
Lame.
But since I guess if you're looting, are you looking at everything or just bodies?
Everything.
Okay. Kind of taking a look around that sarcophagus, on the north-facing side of it, there's ghastly images of human cannibalism.
Ooh.
And just kind of peeking inside, it looks like just like one of the other previous sarcophaguses. This one was plundered a long time ago. All that's left in there is a jawless human skull and a few bone fragments.
Does it, I want to feel around inside the sarcophagus and see if it has a hidden compartment like the previous one.
All right, you take your hand and you reach in there and start feeling around and just putting a little bit of pressure here and there, trying to see if maybe there's something more to this one. How long do you want to spend doing this?
I mean, I will press around for like a couple of minutes. Just kind of like trying like all edges, like the edges of the sarcophagus and the center, and just trying to get a good feel around.
Okay, in that case, with that thorough of a search, I'd say just kind of sweeping this thing over. It doesn't give any unique spots. You're not able to find any hidden latches or anything on the inside or around it, for that matter. There doesn't seem to be anything else to this sarcophagus.
I'm not touching that one. I'm leaving.
I'd like to check for any arrows I can salvage.
Do you know how many arrows you fired off that time?
I have fired 6 in that fight.
Roll a d4. Okay, I'll say you were able to recover 4 arrows.
Okay.
Because you placed a lot of good shots that time.
That's a lot of good shots that time.
I'm going to say I'm heading back out, and I'm going to go to the door that's at the end of the hallway.
Okay, you approach that door and place your hand on the door handle. Are you listening in, or are you just going for the open?
I'm going to listen first. Let me get a perception check.
Sure, go ahead and make a perception check. All right, just kind of placing your ear and listening beyond this door. It's rather silent, although you think you can hear chains jingling every now and again.
Chains, you say? Huh. Okay.
Okay.
Fuck it. I'm gonna command the remaining zombies, Mr. Bones and Hugh Bonington, to come back to me. And to follow my lead. And
okay.
And I'm opening the door.
All right, the skeletons come up behind you and in position as you reach for the door handle and start to open it. And that's where we're going to call it for the night. Oh, man. Y'all did some...
That was a lot.
Y'all did some mystery solving and exploring tonight.
Dude, I didn't think I feel like I feel like we're near the end of this, whatever this is that we're in.
You guys
Just based on the size of the map thing that Jamie has us on, I feel like we're like a third of the way through it.
This is a big place. This is a big place. But you guys have made some good progress in here. I'll be honest. You guys have seen a lot of what it has to offer, and you've made some discoveries that honestly I didn't expect y'all to find.
Oh damn!
I did not expect that. I thought for sure we weren't gonna find that mummy, but you guys gave a thorough search to that thing. And you got Stab with you, who has no restraint whatsoever. So when he sees something stitched up, it must mean it needs unstitching.
Yeah.
We call him Stab for a reason.
So how's everybody feeling? Huh? How was tonight's dungeon crawl?
Y'all just gonna have to call me Bowmaster.
Dark and poopy.
You did play some
I
good
enjoyed
shots, and there was dark and poopy stuff everywhere. But I'm glad you enjoyed it there, Elgin. I think...
we have an undead army.
Yeah, you actually, in the most ironic of situations, the paladin is controlling 3 undead, 2 undead now, but fighting for him. I also thought for sure the moment those came up, y'all were gonna start wailing on them, but you just had a little restraint, just a tiny bit of restraint, and then you got an army for it. So it paid off, right?
There you go.
Yeah.
We didn't have to pay anybody
It's
for
one
this.
time.
Just as the one time. Next time they'll probably just come out blades of swinging.
We should have attacked the rat either. That could have paid off.
Should not have attacked the rat.
Yeah, we should have just let it live so we could get a rat army.
I don't know if that's how it would work, but we will never know the fate of the rat that you had in your pack for 10 minutes and then it slipped out of your hand and you were like, fuck it.
I won't lie. Part of me kind of wondered when Stab shot the rat. I was halfway hoping that after the shot it would have like polymorphed back into a person.
That would have been some genius stuff.
Hey,
that
like, oh snap! You killed a person.
Don't
see
write that
Jamie
off.
in the background, just like dumping like 4 or 5 pages of notes. Well, there went that NPC.
And then Stab in this world that is possible. There is magics that turn people into little critters and vice versa. And when they're killed, they revert back to their original form. So shooting a rat could be a wondrous thing or a terrible thing. You never know. You know, so something to
Someone should
food
have
for the
stopped
mind.
me.
No one's gonna stop you, man. It was a rat, and you were trying to just shoot it. So they're like, "Yeah, fuck that rat," you know. Oh man. All right. Well, I'm sorry Hayes didn't get to participate tonight. I don't know if you're out there in the audience or not, Hayes. I'm sorry you felt sick today, but hopefully we'll have everyone next week. Speaking of which, can anyone not make next week, or is everyone good? Next week is...
I'm all good for next week.
The 14th. We good on the 14th?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. In that case, we'll all be back on the 14th. I'm about to drop some closing statements, unless y'all want some shout-outs for something, or you want to talk about something before we go.
Shout out to Bacchamus.
Oh, to Bacchamus? Yeah, she's been talking to you, hasn't she? Thank you, Bacchamus, for being an active person in my Twitch chat. Normally, I have 0 people talking, so... And for those who don't know, Bacchamus is my wife. That's Kim. So
yeah,
she's supporting because she heard the haterade coming her way from folks we're not watching before. So thank you, Kim. I appreciate it. You're awesome. Okay, well, besides all that, I'm gonna go ahead and I guess do our little closeout here. Everyone out there, if anyone is out there, thanks for watching tonight. We do this every Monday and Saturday night. Monday is our Descent into Avernus campaign, where these guys are trekking to figure out what happened to. Well, right now actually they're trekking to figure out what's going on with these damn cultists getting all active. But answers pretty soon, I bet. Who knows? And every Saturday is our Rime of the Frostmaiden campaign, where I play a little wizard named Willzoo Snapplegap, and I'm kind of cool and a bit of an asshole. So it's fun to watch. We have chemistry and yell at each other, so that's fun too. 8 p.m. Central, both of those times, and blah 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 blah. Besides that, I don't know if anyone out there has heard of Kenshi. I'm making videos for it. I'm a hipster, and it's not a well heard of game. It's gonna be cool though. Check it out, YouTube channel. Again, Cloak and Stagger. But that's all I got. So thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. And we'll see you later. Have a good night.